Good afternoon. We're here for session number 2 on Saturday. This is Greg Simmons
and Tanya Lambeth.
With Tanya here. So we have our lightweight gentlemen going, I believe, on platform 1. Probably we'll have our 53s, 59s, 66s. Not sure where our 74s and 83s, they may be on platform 2. But we're rolling here now, and Alex Gallant was our first lifter on platform 1. He's one of our very veteran coaches and referees and lifters. So Alex told me he's a little beat up, a little injured in training, so he's just doing what he needs to do. I believe he's going to be uncontested in the Masters. Do you have Master 3 or Master 4 now?
He'd love it if we said he was a Master 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to look that up. He'll tell you though. He'll tell you all the competitions he's been in.
Oh, yeah.
It's an impressive career, absolutely. So we have a wide range of ages represented here. We've got teenagers, and all lifters like Alex, and there's a very competitive element today as well.
Correct. Yeah, so we encourage you, if you can follow along on the score sheet on liftingcast.com. Otherwise, we'll provide some commentary here and there. Otherwise, we're just going to let the lifters do what they do. So the fast opener on that opening attempt on platform 1.
I'm just working on getting lifting cast set up so that we can also have a good view here. The same as you watching.
It's a good lift on platform number 2.
No, the 2 lifters behind.
Yeah, once we get this kind of refreshed, because otherwise we're looking at commentator screens and don't really have the lifters' names up there for you right now. So.
Now we're good? All right. Michael Macri, Jose Perez, Jacob De La Paz. Next 3 lifters. Macri, Perez, De La Paz. Macri, Perez, De La Paz. Platform 2, bars loaded, Michael Macri, 469.
Platform 2's loaded up.
Bars loaded, Mike Rosenwald. Mike Rosenwald hails from New Jersey, Elizabeth, New Jersey. You got it. Yeah. Been working out with Michael since the late 90s.
All right.
We
got Mike Rosenwald at
okay.
Lift on
platform 1.
Good lift on 2. Let's see if I can.
Rosenwald with 276. The lift is good.
Wow, Michael's got a really wide
a
stance.
Veteran Masters lifter, yes.
Yeah.
For Jose Perez, Partatine, New Jersey, multi-time world record holder, Jose Perez. Give me a round of applause for Perez. Paul Mears.
Another one of our Masters lifters, Paul Mears, coming out on platform 1. A couple Masters up on even on platform 2.
Easy opener for Jose. How about that? Over 3 times.
Good lifts on platform 2.
Riding down the highway, going to the Powerlifting show. Lift is good for Mears.
Good lift on platform 1 for Paul.
You've got Jacob on
believe we'll probably have 2 flights, probably on each of these platforms. Again, we're still trying to get our screen set up here.
This is a lapse. It's not, this is live and this is delayed. It's like Paul's already lifted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a slight little delay between what we see on lifting cast versus what we have here at the venue. It's in more real time.
5:29, Jacob. The lift is good.
Looks like some nice, easy opening attempts on both platforms.
Wood. 3 white lights for Wood. Money.
So again, we're starting with the men now this afternoon. The women completed up this morning with our 84 and 84 kilo plus and saw some massive lifts, American record, unofficial world records that were set. And that morning session with our ladies.
Josue Becerril from Carrizo Springs. Eric Walsh. The bar is loaded on a 2 for Eric Walsh.
Eric Walsh is up, platform 2.
He hails from Anchorage, Alaska.
And on platform 1, we've got Carrizo Springs, Texas lifter.
Nice,
Made it look
opener.
easy.
Lift is good on 1. Eric opening up with 5:34.
One of our teenage lifters there, just went on platform 1 from Texas.
Lift is good. 3 white lights. Carlos Lewis.
Another veteran coming up to the bar here, platform 1, Carlos Lewis. Been on many Masters national teams. I believe he's won a few Master World titles as well.
Carlos, lift is good 2-1.
Good lift, 2-1 decision.
Vargas,
I don't know if on your webcast of your live feed, if you can see the light systems or if you can get lifting cast to load, but obviously we need a majority decision for the lift to be good. 2 out of the 3 referees must agree. But underneath the light system will give you a possible infraction if the referee didn't find the lift acceptable. So you'll have a number 1, 2, and 3, but also a color code, red, blue, and yellow, and gives the indication of the infraction. So then the coaches and lifters can get that feedback on what possibly was wrong with the lift.
Tanner Madison, 397, lift is good.
Nice easy opener on platform 1.
Carlo Melendez, platform 2. Loaded for Carlo. Coached by Ivan Cancel out of Puerto Rico. Loaded Darren Proctor Jr. 501 pounds for Proctor. Coached by Kurt.
Solid opening attempt on platform 2. Probably lifter on platform 1 may have taken a step before the command. longtime veteran doc. Platform 2. I believe we're over 600 pounds. Doc normally is a 66 kilo lifter. I'm not sure he's at 74 today.
Oh, nice.
Nice solid opener for Doc. Longtime competitor. Rising up through the teenage and junior ranks. Now well in the open. We're on our second attempts now on platform 1. Quick and speedy attempt.
2, we've got Aaron Phillips, same weight. Team members with Doc Holloway this time around, and competitors. That's going to be fun. Aaron's out of Wisconsin. He's been lifting since he's, want to say, a freshman in high school. And he's in his early 30s now, so he's got a number of years behind him. Nice, solid lifter.
Doc, and they're both lifting for Elite Iron out of Atlanta, and James Townsend team, who's a equipped open team head coach. I also serve as one of his assistants for that open equipped team. Worlds this year in November in Dubai. Should be quite an interesting experience powerlifting there.
Austin Perkins is coming out on platform 2.
So that's our 74 kilo lifters going on platform 2. So if anybody out there has any kind of questions, if you're on Instagram, Simmons Performance, you could direct message me and we'll try to answer a question. Tanya and I have a lot of experience in this sport. We've been around since the early 80s and spending a lot of time refereeing and coaching these days. And actually served on the jury just this morning and will be tomorrow for both sessions. So. So we kind of have our score sheet up and running, but our little live feed here is on a delay. So. Master lifter coming out on platform 1 here. Is that Mears? Paul Mears?
Nope, Paul's gone. Excuse me, it is Paul Mears on 1.
Mears is up on 1.
And 2, we got Thomas. No, this is Alex Oaks on 2.
Yeah.
Is this?
Weight just kind of buckled Paul over there.
Thomas.
Hopefully he's okay.
Alex Wood on 1 is up.
Platform 1?
Yeah.
What weight class is it? I'm thinking this platform 1's all 53, 59, 66. Deadlift on platform 2.
Yeah, it wasn't scrolling down.
Josu Becerro is the next lifter on 1. Michael Macri on 2. We're loading the bar to 385 pounds, and the bar is loaded on 1. We got 501 loaded on platform 2 for Michael. We got a team 3 in the 74 kilo class.
I didn't hear that one.
So Elliot was, they would want to maybe talk about it a bit.
In the 74 kilo class.
Platform 1.
Mike with that wide stance technique and squat. Good lift.
Bar is loaded for Jose Perez on 2. Bar is loaded, Jose. 513 pounds on the bar for him.
Yep.
Tanner Perez, he's a team 3 lifter in the 66 kilo class. Walking out 435
T3, it's 1819.
This is a 3 times bodyweight.
Another wide stance squatter. See, obviously, various types of techniques. Again, these are equipped national championships. So we're using supportive squat suits, knee wraps. Did see some lifters that were competing raw though. Just a singlet and knee sleeves. We got Carlos up here, again, another longtime veteran and Masters World Champ. That's 74 kilos is the weight class, I believe.
Carlos just makes 200 kilos fly against 2 white lights. That's a good lift for him. Put your hands together for Jacob De La Paz.
Yep. Jacob De La Paz is up on number 2. Also was on one of the junior teams I had coached a few years back.
Darian Proctor Jr. coming out next on 1, and the bar is loaded for him. Michael Vargas, the bar is loaded for you on 2. All right, we got 66
So we got 74 kilo lifters on platform 2. Vargas is in the open and the junior division, so college age, 20 to 23. So 551 pounds, second attempt.
Why don't you make some noise for a 3 times bodyweight squat on platform 1? Darren Proctor Jr. Make some noise!
That's a big 500-pound attempt here. 66 kilo lifter. About 145 pounds of body weight. Junior division.
We got 3 white lights on 1, 3 white lights on 2.
Vargas's lift, 3 white lights as well.
We're taking the bar weight up to 275 for his 3rd attempt. Eric Walsh coming out next.
Remember, this is a 30-second delay.
62
Okay.
going on the
So
bar
we,
for him.
But are they seeing the delay?
Bar's loaded on 2.
this is 30 seconds behind that.
Correct. But what are they seeing out there in the live stream land? Okay.
So if we say they're white lights before
Okay.
they finish.
Joe Rizza, M4 athlete in the 74 kilo class. I need you to make a little noise for the M4. He's still lifting.
All right, so we're setting up for Eric Walsh on platform 2 and Joe Riz on platform 1.
562 on the bar for EW over here. He's
Joe missed his second. Like to get his third. He went up in weight despite missing that second attempt. So maybe that was a technicality that can work past. The strength is there. We'll see what the 125 does for him. Meanwhile, on platform 2, we got Carlos Melendez. And he's got a second
decision. It was a good lift. Like you got a depth call from the side referee. Or was that the previous lifter we got here? So is this part current though? And that's the delay? See, this almost looks like in real time, and then this looks delayed.
Yeah.
Well over 3 times his body weight. Bars loaded on 1 for Mike Rosenwald. Let's make a little noise for Carlo Melendez.
Here comes Melendez. 573-pound attempt. It's in the open division, 74 kilos. So yeah, it looks like on platform 1, probably got our 53s through some 74s, especially master 74s on platform 1. Looks like we have the open 74s on platform 2, which then will also be the 83s. Melendez grinds that out. Let's see what the call is. It's a good lift, 2-1.
And went right past that sticking point.
Yep.
Get so many.
So we're on to our third attempts on platform 1 now. We're working in here as soon as Mike gets done here. We'll have Doc Holloway up on platform 2 at a 628-pound attempt. It's open 74-kilo lifter. Also lifting for Team Elite Iron out of Atlanta, Georgia.
And it's interesting because Elite Iron has lifters from all over the country, and this is
they do. It's a little too much for Doc there.
So I wonder if he's going to take it again, or if he's going to.
Yeah, that was the second attempt. So assume with that one, unless he really misgrooved it, he'll be trying to repeat on that.
Meanwhile, on platform 1, clock's running.
Yep.
Paul's not coming out yet. Maybe he's going to time out.
628 pounds, judges say. 3 white lights. Alex Wood is the next lifter on 1.
So we got Aaron Phillips up now. Also a 285-kilo attempt in the open 74 class. So we got a handful of guys here that are all right there around the same amount of weight. So Aaron's lift is good. 3 white lights. Now we're putting on a massive 694 pounds for a junior lifter, 74 kilos, lifting in both the junior and the open divisions. It's almost 700 pounds for somebody who weighs in the low 160s. Here comes Austin.
Well, we're platform 1. This flight, we're almost done with third attempts.
Perkins, nice. 3 white lights. 700 pounds, made it look easy. Let's see what it'll be I'm sure go over that 700-pound mark here come his third attempt.
You know, this has been
coming up on platform 1.
Another Texas lifter.
Yep, Carrizo Springs.
Hector Munoz always brings a big team from Texas. They're past their state championships in Texas. They have a girls' state championship and a boys' state championship, and this is their after-season lifting.
Correct.
So it's really neat. He brings so many teenagers to this event. He's probably done it for over 20 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a real busy month with high school nationals, collegiate nationals, and now the Open Equip Nationals.
Yeah, that's 6 weeks.
We have a handful of people that are leaving this meet tomorrow or Monday and heading to Japan for Bench Press Worlds. So it's just this time of year. There's a lot going on lifting-wise.
I don't know. Some people call this a hobby. This is a sport. I mean, this
it really
is
truly is. Yeah.
People are configuring their whole life around doing well on the platform, whether it's their diet, sleep, training technique.
And in this case, this is me getting their equipment just right.
Well, and if some people have difficulty if they're not training at the weight that they're going to compete at, their equipment's going to feel a little bit different, not fit the same.
Yeah, I normally train about 8 pounds over my weight class, and that was always a challenge once I cut weight to make sure that stuff all fit well.
Oh, surely.
That's why I got really handy with a sewing machine over the years.
I just heard somebody say that at lunchtime. That's right.
Tweak it for that last body weight decrease there. So we got 2, again, veteran masters lifters on both platforms coming up, all on their 3rd attempts. Carlos is in the M3, so he's over the age of 60, and Mike is in M2, so he's in his 50s. We'll run those IPF 10-year blocks. 40 to 49 is Masters 1, 50 to 59 Masters 2, and so on down the road here. But we'll keep American records in 5-year increments. But internationally, we have a big 10-year window.
So another
McCree
quiet,
with
wide
real
stance.
wide stance. Yeah, he's always been that way. Yeah, it's a little too much for him. So Carlos had some troubles over there as well. So both our masters lifters.
They made some decent jumps. 27 kilo jump.
Yeah, that was a big jump. 27 kilo jump for Carlos from 2nd to 3rd. Obviously was a little too much for him. You don't see that kind of an increase, especially with these lighter lifters.
Darren
we got Proctor, another junior lifter on platform 1, and we're waiting for Jose Perez on platform 2. Looks like he's not going to come out and take that lift. Looks like he's going to time out here. Yep.
Junior is 19 to 23.
Well, technically in the USAPL it's 20 to 23.
20 to 23.
But internationally it's 19 to 23. Yeah. Junior lifter Proctor, like a solid squat, 3 white lights.
I think his coach was very happy.
Yeah.
We saw him laying on the ground to get that view, the depth there.
And it looks like that might be the last attempt of that first flights. Now we're on squat number 1 with Sean Womack, so he must be our flight B lifter. Jacob De La Paz on platform 2. Remember when Jacob was on one of the junior teams I coached a couple years back. Talented kid.
And it's a small flight, the second flight. So.
Yep. Yep, we're rolling in the second flight on platform 1. Yeah, we still got a few more attempts on platform 2 on the third and finals.
451-pound opening attempt for this 59-kilo lifter.
Jacob's lift. See what the judges say. 3 white lights.
And he had really consistent speed,
Yeah.
down and up. Didn't change. And sometimes you get a little concerned when someone sort of
Yeah.
the fast speed,
He
need a
just
parachute.
goes, yeah.
You got to be able
He
to
does the
recover
same.
it too.
He does the same in the deadlift too. So we'll see that a little bit later. So on platform 1, we got Mario. Mario was also on one of the junior teams I coached last couple of years. Yeah, 59 kilos. I believe that's what he lifted at. At the junior and sub-junior level, we do have a lighter class of 53. And then the same on the women's side. There's a lighter weight class as well. I believe it's 43 kilos. So just for those younger age groups. Otherwise, the open, those classes are not contested.
Nice.
So 59 kilos will be our lightest open lifter and masters as well. So on platform 2, our 74s are really battling it out in the squat there. Just had a make there from Walsh, 265 kilos, 584 pounds. Same attempt here for Carlos now.
Matt Arnold on platform 1.
Matthew Arnold is up.
All right, let's see what the referees say on platform 1. Got a depth call front and side.
Here comes Carlo
1.
here on platform 2. Yeah. He's finishing. Let's see what the judges say on that one. We're close. Yep, 2 reds there. They probably got him just a little more depth he needed. So now we'll have Michael Vargas up. 272 kilos, or an even 600 pounds.
So 485 here on platform 1. He's ready.
Is he a teenage lifter, maybe?
T3, so 18
T3,
and 19.
yeah, 18,
yeah.
19, yeah.
And 2 reds. I'm not sure what he missed there.
Yeah.
Now talk about wide stance on platform 1. We got
Eric Cooperstein, yeah. Long-time veteran, multi-national world champion. Massive deadlift from this guy. We'll see later on. There goes Vargas with his 600-pound attempt. Looked easy. I think he may cut it or maybe didn't lock those knees at the end. Let's see what the judges say. 2-1. Oh, Vargas's lift. Yep, no lift. Here's Eric up on platform 1. Really wide stance.
Opening just
He's
shy
an
of
M2.
500.
He's over the age of 50. Takes that speed down in the hole. Good lift, 2-1.
And his squat is consistent. Like you can see that squat 3 years ago or a year from now, and it's always the same speed. Drops right in there. So
here's Doc going after a big 285 kilo squat to really put him in good position here in this 74 kilo open class. He's going to have quite a battle with Aaron Phillips and Austin Perkins here. Nice looking lift. Doc finishes it off. We'll see what the judges say. 3 white lights.
Nice.
Now we're going up another 5 kilos here for Aaron Phillips on platform 2. On 1, Chris Tran. He's also been our national team member at the Open.
He made that
last
look like
couple
an
years. Yeah, it was very easy. Yeah,
very
59
nice.
kilo lifter.
So
here
watch
comes
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, I think this is going to be quite a telling lift here.
Kind of needs this one, kind of hang there with Doc.
Right. He fought through it. Depth looked good from my perspective.
Yeah, looked like could be close.
3
white lights, yeah.
Wonderful.
Now we got something here. We got the junior kid Perkins coming out for 705 pound attempt in the 74 kilo weight class. It's incredible. Over 700 pounds for a 163 pound male.
We got Michael Haffenbrack up from Texas.
Yep, Michael Haffenbrack, yeah, also a longtime veteran, been on many junior teams and some open teams. I was on the coaching staff when he was back in college. Now I think he's in his mid-30s.
Right.
Showing my age. Perkins. Here comes Perkins now. This is a big attempt here. He's over 700 pounds.
And also a junior lifter.
He's a junior and lifting in the open as well.
So Michael says yes, and the referees say yes. It's always good when you agree with the referees.
Yes, correct. See
Austin.
where we're at on us. Let's lift. Hey, 2-1.
All right, take it.
James Vang, he's been our national team member at the Open Worlds the last few years as well. Also in the junior division, so he's relatively new out of the juniors, so he's still a young buck there in his mid-20s.
Hmong lifter, he's always very proud of.
And this is a 600-pound opener for a 145-pound male.
Nice. He's a Minnesota lifter, but he'll often post that he's at different gyms, visiting friends. He gets a lot of great experiences.
He's lifting for Equipped Excellence, which is Joe Capolino's team. It's kind of based out of New England area, Boston area.
Wow.
Nice. Controlled opening attempt for James, 2-1. Got Ted Longo up here on platform 2. He's one of our masters lifters, and in this flight we're now getting into the 83 kilo weight class, which again this session went from 53s to 83s.
Now on platform 2 we've got Matt Teskey coming up. Matt's also a Wisconsin lifter. I'm just going to point him out once in a while because we have 51 competitors out of like 225. They're from Wisconsin. Now, of course, you know, it's not that far for us to drive.
It's close by, it's good,
so
yes.
It's been a great objective for many, like, hey, it's affordable. I'm going to be in Chicago, nationals. It's been pretty neat to follow many of their journeys, just like anybody here in the competition.
And I'm from Indiana, but we only have a handful of them here. A lot of our Indiana lifters now have definitely gravitated to raw classic lifting.
Oh, yeah.
But I know we did have a couple Indiana lifters, but it'd be nice to get a few more involved, especially at the equipped level here.
Well, and you have a new state chair in Indiana.
We do have a new state chair,
so
Phil Carr. So we're definitely seeing much more opportunity for meets as we've seen in the past, and and hopefully just continue to grow our membership in the state, which 15, 20 years ago was massive. And
So
kind
he
of
gets
dropped
the challenge
off the
of
table.
rebuilding.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a state chair for probably about 10 years, and it's kind of in our glory days.
So you can give him some ideas what
Yeah.
what he could expect. Definitely.
That was one of the first states that started like their own like state USA Powerlifting webpage. I learned how to code, and created a real basic website. And now, if you don't have a website, you definitely at least have a Facebook.
Yep, Instagram.
For your state powerlifting, which we do in Indiana.
Hey, you're
communicate more that way.
You got your neighbor coming up here.
Yeah, John Downey from Ohio State, who just ran our recent collegiate nationals, did a great job.
So I think that's pretty amazing. He's a meet director of a 5-platform, 4-day competition.
Yeah.
He had a tremendous team to help him, of course. He didn't do it all by himself.
Over 1,000 lifters.
But he still managed to train for this competition.
Yeah, and he even came over to our Indiana State meet at the end of February and helped out. And we purchased some equipment from him as well from the collegiate meet. So I had quite a haul of stuff to bring back.
I bet.
Some touch knot Lico or Lyco, if you will, equipment.
And Mario on platform 1 looked a little tougher than the last one, and he got 3 red lights.
Yeah, 3 reds.
So it looks like it was called on depth. The speed was the same, so imagine you'll probably take that again.
Take it
Could
again,
go
yeah.
up,
It looks like on the score sheet he's turned in the same attempt.
So
sometimes people will go up a little bit.
I don't think John broke out a sweat there. It's an easy opener.
Is that his opener?
Yeah, but you got 2 calls here.
We're kind of behind on that score sheet, so didn't get to see the referee colored lights on that one. Might have been depth call though.
So we got something interesting on both platforms. We have lifters from Midland University in Texas. Excuse me, Nebraska. Gee, can't believe I said that. And all these kids are, almost all or all of them are on scholarship for the sport of powerlifting.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing.
It's been great, yeah. And their coach, Tim Anderson, I believe won Coach of the Year at our annual meeting on Thursday.
He did.
Yeah, because I believe Midland, I don't know, won a couple of the divisions at collegiates, maybe the female raw, I'm not sure, but they definitely have gone to a top-notch program right away just for the ability to be able to give scholarships.
Well, and both of their lifters got good lifts there.
Yep.
Good for Midland. We got Eric Kupperstein back up on 1, and Eric Cordero. Eric
also
has
a veteran
been officiating
lifter.
This weekend. He's a state representative for USA Powerlifting, and now this is his time on the platform.
Yep. Yep, we're on those opening attempts on platform 2 again in our flight B. So you'll be seeing here the next 4 lifters, all the big dogs at the 83 kilo open coming up. Even Alex in there, Maher, he's a 74. He was on a junior team a couple years ago. He's got a big deadlift. You see a 315 kilo opener. It's close to 700 pounds opening attempt for a 163 pound. And he's maybe 24, 25 years of age.
All right, Eric ground through that on platform 1, but he got called on both sides.
Probably called him on depth on that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes with that really wide stance, it's with the equipment that they'll kind of lock those hips up and not quite get the depth you need.
So Chris Tran on platform 1, American record attempt. And
Chris Tran, American record attempt, 59 kilo lifter. Yep.
So open record.
256. So it's about 553, I believe, in pounds. Yeah, it's over here. Benjamin Rose up with a 606-pound squat on platform 2. He's also a master's lifter in the 83 kilo. Let's take a look at Chris here.
Oh, somebody caught the weight before it was considered a official misload. That's good. You never want to waste an effort because you have to take it again. It was awarded to you again. Oh, Benjamin didn't come out of the hole there.
Of course, nice, easy setup.
Wow. He needs to put some weight on the bar there. It looks
Solid.
pretty good. Very solid.
3 white lights, new American record for Chris Tran in the 59 kilo weight class. Alex Maher again up on platform 2. Again, he's a 74 kilo lifter.
So today, as chief referee in the morning session, I might have seen an American record attempt that was quite successful, but it was so easy that I said, yeah, put some weight on the bar. But I had a microphone on, and it came out on the speaker.
On the speaker, yeah.
Somebody said, "What did you actually say that?" I said, "Yeah, they can put more weight on there." Just blew it away. So Rebecca Holcomb was.
Yeah, let's see what the judges say for Alex. 3-1.
Okay.
Good start for Alex.
Not used to seeing him without his hat.
He had quite a battle in, I believe it was in Poland, between him and one of our other top 74 junior lifters at the time.
Yes.
And yeah, it was coming down to the last polls, and this kid's something to watch. It's good to see him back. And now we got new Douglas, who's back from a year off. Been on a few national teams already. Believe probably a junior world champ.
And I'd say he has a tremendous relationship with his coach,
Which is his father, Jeff
Another
Douglas, another multi-open world champion, been around a long time. So yeah, this is a big opening attempt, 345 kilos.
So we've got tremendous lifters here, and for some who this is their first open nationals, it's pretty neat for them to, you know, be on the same platform, same weight class, be potentially competitive with those that they've heard the names and watched the lifts over the years. So we don't want to forget about those that, you know, this is a great experience for them as well.
Yeah. Just the environment alone is great. Oh, solid. Nice looking opener from Nude here. He's lifting for Team Titan. Titan Support Systems, one of our longtime major sponsors of our sport.
Looks like Michael got called on depth at minimum.
Haffenpracht got called on a depth call at 260. So it'll bring up Vang. Jumped about another 15 kilos here, 287.5. Again, these are 66 kilo lifters, about 145 pounds.
On platform 2, Ted Longo, St. Stanislas. Do you know where that is?
I did not.
I'm really curious.
And he technically listed it as a weightlifting club, so I don't know if it's truly. So does Steinman's gym, the South Brooklyn weightlifting club, but obviously have a lot of powerlifting going on there, weightlifting.
I'd say
and
they're
even
fully converted, if
correct,
they're nearly so.
Our gym, the Iron Pit Gym in Bloomington, Indiana, has recently doubled our space after 20 years to 16,000, and we got our separate powerlifting area. We got competitive weightlifters on the other side, separated by turf, and so it works out pretty well. It's a little more helpful to kind of separate the two sometimes.
I bet. But it's really neat to see that much strength sport activity in one spot.
No question.
And you're seeing all different ages in each of the two sports. Good.
And we even got some conversion, you know, weightlifters that went to powerlifters and vice versa. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean sometimes it's nice to have a change, come back.
Sometimes.
Didn't Preston Turner do that recently?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Preston. Yeah, that's right.
All right, so James did not have a good experience there. He stepped out once, had to re-rack it, step back out. It just didn't work out for him.
Took a lot of energy out. Yeah. We got an M1, Matt Teskey up on platform 2. They're on their second attempts over on platform 2. So we may be back around. We back around on platform 1 now on third attempts. So typically when we have 2 flights of lifting, after the squats are completed, they'll take a 10-minute break on both platforms. Morning session, our 84 kilo plus lifters on platform 2, there was only 1 flight. So then they took a 20-minute break.
Yeah, we had 12 lifters.
Lifts. Correct, yeah.
It went fast.
It was fast,
though,
and
the lifter said, oof, we were huffing.
Yeah.
But they did great.
Definitely, especially with squatting and all the equipment and the gear.
Oh, yeah. So he had downward movement even if he had recovered from that one, Sean. And then John up again on 2.
Yep, our Ohio State
So he didn't get his first lift. John didn't. So he's retaking that 230.
Yeah. I think maybe cut the depth on that one a little bit. Looks like we got Tim Mercer out there. Redbeard Barbell announcing. Gino must be taking a little break.
So have there been occasions where you've coached where someone didn't get their opener and you still decided to go up?
Yeah.
Probably not as often, right?
No, definitely not.
John's going to take
I'm more of a big believer in probably just repeating, but
get a good lift in, then we can go up.
Ideally, I just tell them not to miss the first one.
Right,
put in that
exactly.
situation, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Well, so there's doing a weight in the gym and there's doing a weight on the platform.
Yep.
It's a different atmosphere.
Matters is what you do on the platform, really.
Right.
So John did come back and make that lift at 230 kilos. So now he repeated that. So now he's, has kind of a gutsy call on what to take on his third. He's jumping a big 15 kilos. So we'll see if he'll be able to make the adjustment, make that.
And Mario's
back
retaking.
up. He's retaking his miss at 215. Again, another talented young 59 kilo lifter.
We've had a few people problem stepping out.
Yeah. That's one of the issues with these. We're using Rogue equipment.
We just have some, it's real tight in there.
Yeah, it's a little, But otherwise, it's great stuff. Heavy duty equipment. Great job promoting powerlifting. Yeah, I think he cut that one. Let's see what judges say on that.
Good lift.
We gave him 2-1.
And there we got Eric Cordero up on 2. He took a 10 kilo jump.
First to second.
584 for Eric. He's fighting Elvin out. A heck of a fight. Judges say the lift is good.
Well, this is great. We see Roberto coming up there. He's smiling. There are times when you're watching a lifter and their face tells you a lot about the success of the lift. You can just see sometimes they're not sure they're going to get it.
Oh, it's a grinder. Eric. It's a grinder for Eric.
And he finishes. Nice.
The depth was there. Yep, 3 white lights. That was a pretty heavy second attempt, so we'll see what he'll do. He'll decide on the third.
So Roberto, good lift. He just leaned right into that.
Leaned right in. Right. Looked like he was heading in that direction. So Eric's repeating his 240 kilos, 529 pound attempt from a 59 kilo Masters 2 lifter. So I think Eric's maybe a year or 2 in, so he's probably 51, 52. He's a couple years behind me. I'm 54, so.
on platform 2 as
He's
well.
up at 606 on platform 2. Cooperstein ducks. You got that one? Yeah.
I would
It was
say
a much
that was
better attempt in his last
yeah.
one, correct?
Yeah. Ben, good lift for Ben Rowe. Loading now for Alex Maher on platform 2. If I massacre somebody's name, it's certainly not intentional. And then we've got an American record attempt on 1.
From Tran again?
Yes. It's nowhere but up, right?
That's right. So yeah, big attempts on both platforms. Alex over here again with 292 kilo. Remember, he's a 74 kilo lifter in here. Most of these lifters on platform 2 are 83 kilos.
Well, I think Alex did like a 2-step.
Yeah.
That's it. He's out.
It's really close there. Let's see what the judges say. Yeah, 2-1. Got a red from the edge, referee. Trans attempt.
That's a shame.
He had the weight and it just kind of buckled him at the end there.
794 pounds on the bar for Newt Douglas.
Now we got Newt, 794 pounds, second attempt. 360 kilos.
It's tempting just to round it to 795.
Yeah.
But no, we don't round. So we used to joke in the gym that if we didn't, on the top end workout, we didn't quite get it. It was probably because a mosquito, landed on the bar. Yeah. You gotta have some
what
reason,
I find
right?
is people will multiply by 2.2 when technically you need to add the 0.46. It changes the number somewhat.
Absolutely.
But then they round. I'm like, no, I think you're off a pound. But
then there's also the coaching technique of accidentally putting on a 5 and they don't know it, and then they pull it. So they're just, past the number now mentally. So Newt 793.66.
Yeah. Look at
that. Cakewalk.
Nice. 3 white lights for Newt. Halfenbrack. His third and final attempt. 3 white lights for Mike.
So we're seeing a pretty interesting distribution of reds here. We've got some lifts that are definitely challenging. I wouldn't say that anybody here is just having a gravy day.
It's good to see Mike come back and get that. But him and his team from Sam Houston State in Texas. They helped me out a lot loading all that equipment after collegiates in my car.
All right, Ted Longo on 1. Alex was not able to get up out of that hole on. He went a 15-kilo jump and just didn't work out for him. So he's gonna have to accept his first attempt and figure out where to add some kilos.
Yeah, these classes are gonna get pretty tight here.
So did we get any questions yet on Instagram?
No, nothing. Again, if you had any questions about anything, you can look me up, Simmons Performance, on Instagram, and just DM me through there. I'll try to answer a question. Tanya and I are both international Category 2 referees, or Category 2? Yeah,
Category 2, yep. I don't have the red scarf
yet. That's
our
first, that's our blue color. It's our first level in, Cat 1 being the highest. So we got Vang up here on platform 1, repeating at 287. Again, he's been on our open team the last couple years.
So when platform 1's done squatting, they'll take a 10-minute break, so we won't see activity for 10 minutes on that platform.
It's a little too much. Yeah, platform 1 will be taking our 10-minute break. And then we still have, we're on third attempts now though on platform 2, so they're not too far behind. It'll be about 10 minutes at most. So Levi here, he's lifting in the equipped open 83 kilo class. Solid third attempt for Levi, and he receives,
Side call
2
depth.
reds.
Yeah.
Probably got him on depth on the sides there.
I might have overheard our announcer out on the floor.
Yes, on our
depth.
delay here.
Yeah.
But your lifting cast software, if you're following along at home, it'll give you the big wider red light, and then underneath it'll, if it's a red, it will tell you what that infraction again would be. But it's helpful to know what those are, so you may want to check your rule book, get out the IPF rule book, and what a red card is on squats, which is depth. Basically. So if you aren't familiar with those numbers and colors, like here, if a lifter misses the attempt on purely on strength, we just throw in a yellow card there.
What some people have been doing with lifting casts is they click on the lifter's name, their stats come up, and they take a screenshot of that, and then they put it in a side-by-side with the picture of that lift for when they want to use it on social media.
Good idea, yeah.
So John wasn't able to finish that one. So second attempt, 230. See where that places him.
He got his second attempt. Now we're back above 600 pounds here.
So Eric, he took an interesting jump here because that second lift was definitely looked heavier than his opener, but it was clean and he got through it.
A heck of a fight. What did the judges say? The lift is good. 2-1.
Isn't Eric a history teacher?
I just know his name. I know he's been around a while. I don't really know much about him.
275 kilos going on the bar. The bar is loaded.
Finishing.
Lifting as a team and in the open. 606.
We have 2-1.
I think he's probably really glad he's done squatting.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. Made 3.
3 good attempts.
3 good attempts.
Yeah, ground through that one there. I had a squat this morning that just really moved very slow. But it moved. And it was one of those where you look close because you don't want them to sit too long. They're struggling. This person,
look at it. Yeah.
it's just moving ever so slowly.
All right, Jonathan, one of our teenage lifters, coming up next. This is a 606-pound attempt. He's a real light 83 kilo, noticing his body weight's only 76 kilos.
Well, I wonder if it was purposeful to be in this weight class or if he just didn't make weight and something didn't work out in his favor as far as getting down.
And actually, I just realized here on Alex Maher, he's 74.59, so he is technically an 83 kilos. So
yeah.
You know, he either missed weight by a pound or it was a strategy call. I'm not sure.
Or he wanted to eat.
If you were that close within a pound, it just may not have made his weight class. Uh-oh. This is Gino. A 302.5 kilo, 666. Gina likes
Got
to
some
point
interesting
out the
graphics going on here.
symbol of
This
the beach.
competition. This is pretty
beast.
fun. Look at those flames.
Gina's on a break.
Whew.
So here's Alex coming out for that attempt. Again, he is now technically, he is an 83 kilo open lifter, but he only weighs about 165 pounds.
So now we got 800 pounds on the bar for.
We're still, Alex is still here. Alex is still going on our feed.
Oh.
All right, so Alex missed that attempt. So now we got Newt coming up. American record attempt, 816 pounds.
So it's a chip attempt here.
Yep.
What do you mean by chip?
You
Want to explain that one?
Yeah,
That terminology?
yeah, for American records, you can break an American record by a ½ kilo. So we have a quarter kilo plate on each side, what we call chipping it, just to break the record. And there's even some strategy there where now that extra ½ kilo can come into play in your total if you make this lift. And it's, you may have, if you've been following along this weekend, is that any world records are unofficial at this meet. It must be set at an IPF World or Regional Championship or IPF sponsored event.
So this means some of our 10,000 views are going to be from competitors
Correct.
around the world.
Yes.
They want to see what we're doing
So
here.
you know, our best of our best go at it and see who's going to be competing later this year. You know, we still have team members trying to make the junior team, sub-junior here at this meet, the Masters team, and the Open. So, all right, gets the start command. Look, depth to me, look good.
All right, Dad's happy. Let's see what the referees say about the call. 3 whites. Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
816 pounds for Newt Douglas.
So we're going to take a wee break.
Yep.
We as in small.
Correct.
We'll be back on soon here.
Yep.
Platform 1 will be starting here pretty soon.
Yeah, they'll probably be starting with bench here pretty soon, and then we'll have a 10-minute break on platform 2.
All right, well, we'll come back in a sec.
All right, we're back here, the bench press portion of our Saturday afternoon session. And this is Greg Simmons.
Tanya Lambeth.
And we have our gentlemen starting now in this session. Our 53s through 83 kilo class. So platform 1, we're going on bench now. Platform 2 is still on their break.
So we got Alex up here, platform 1 out of Colorado.
Or was that Joe? That was Joe Rizzo, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So again, we encourage you to follow along at liftingcast.com. The online score sheet, you'll see a referee's lights. It's a red light. They'll give you even the infraction color. Yeah, Paul Mears up on platform 1. Again, another Masters lifter, M3, so over the age of 60. Long-time competitor.
It was easy.
Nice and easy for Paul. Still got about 3 more minutes on platform 2 until they start.
Dawson's a teenager out of Wisconsin. 16 to 17 is the T2 category. That's what he's competing in. We got Dawson, Mike Rosenwald, and then Alex Wood. Quick call.
Nice easy opener.
So platform 2, you can't make any more changes because they are in that window now.
Within a
start
3-minute time period before the start. Yes.
So we got Mike getting set up here on bench, platform 1.
He's an M4, so he's over the age of 70 and Team New Jersey.
Gosh, I hope I'm doing
quite
this.
a history with that team. Easy opener here. Another one of our young teenagers, a T1, 14 and 15-year-old.
I know, I talked to many lifters who don't come into the sport until they're in their 20s, 30s, and they say, I wish my high school had this or I knew about it as a teenager.
And in your state of Wisconsin, it has a massive program. Louisiana, Texas, the high school programs are just incredible.
Wisconsin, Texas, Louisiana, Michigan. Michigan had 900 lifters in their state championship. Not sanctioned at their state championship, but it's still amazing to hear that there's thousands of teenagers that are experiencing powerlifting.
Yep. Yeah, in those states, a lot of times then when you start to see the makeup of our sub-junior and junior teams, a lot of those lifters come from those states.
Yeah. And it's Wisconsin, Texas, Louisiana, what, 20 years? They've been feeding kids into our national team and the IPF
and now we have
championships.
with Midland's program in Nebraska offering the scholarships that we're definitely seeing there. They have a top-notch program, and we also have a IPF has a university cup now. So your college team, based on how they placed at the recent collegiate nationals, have their own separate world championships to go to, or it's just your college team. So even if you placed 10th place at nationals, you have an opportunity to lift at worlds because your team is the national champ and earn that honor to go compete.
Well, we've had so many teenagers in Wisconsin say in their senior year, it's my last year of lifting, and
Yeah.
I politely interjected myself in that conversation and said, I'm going to change that sentence. It's your last year of lifting in high school.
Correct.
There's quite a bit of lifting in the collegiate, junior, open.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're going to get outside of that familiar footprint or the gym that you've been in. But there's so many more resources nowadays.
Yeah. It's a lot
and
easier
we are
to
seeing
find
our
gyms and facilities than it used to be 15, 20 years ago. And I've spent a lot of time coaching at the junior level as an assistant coach, was a head coach back in the mid 2000s, and then coached again the last few years. And that's the one kind of complaint. These kids come through, they graduate from college, and they don't even think that they're done.
Right.
Like, no, you're not even going to hit your best lifting.
That's right. You just got started.
But life does get in the way. And now you graduate, you have to find a job, and next thing you know, maybe you get married and start a family, and stuff happens. But even some of the veterans we've seen this morning, right amount of break in time, Halfenbrack, Holloway, Tran, and these guys that are, put in the time when they were young, had a lot of success, but then, took some time away from the sport, and they're still chugging along and lifting just as much as they ever have in their life. So.
And there's some of us that dabble in and out of it, and then our child grows up to be an adult powerlifter. My almost 21-year-old son.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Here he's been lifting since he's a freshman,
Correct,
so that's pretty neat too. So
I got a 13-year-old daughter. I'm trying to get her involved with lifting a little bit more.
Let me know if you need any help with that.
Yeah.
Convince her it's a great
forge
thing.
her own way, but
right, exactly. So we've got junior lifter Darren Proctor on one.
And then De La Paz.
So
again, he was also
De La Paz, his father, one of Joe Lewis's assistant coaches, right?
Gotcha.
That's his father. So Jacob is a Texan lifter.
Correct. Yeah, he was on a junior team that I coached a few years back. Yeah.
So he played football and powerlifting. His dad's a powerlifting and football coach.
Football coach. Yep.
Yep. So neat legacy there.
Yeah, sure.
320-pound opening attempt for Darian. The lift is.
It's a nice looking lift. Junior lifter. 319-pound opener. 2-1. Not sure what the red was on that one. You may also see if I was familiar with some of the protocols that the referees have, but side referees, if you see on the live feed, when they get the lift off, they'll have their hand raised up, basically as a kind of a signal to the chief referee that the feet are flat, the butt's in contact, everything is good to go, and then they'll drop that hand, and then the chief referee will give the start command. Same thing happened on
the
squats.
chief referee, from their perspective, is also making a judgment call. Are they in the start position?
Correct.
So it is the three. And the chief referee can start the lift with one side referee indicating ready position.
Yes.
The other referee then would leave their hand up, and then they would make a call according to what they were still concerned
Yeah, it's
about.
not uncommon to all the referees had that hand up to tell them to replace the bar when they squat or when they bench, and to kind of get reset.
So Joe took a 5-kilo jump and blew that away.
Well,
maybe he'll go crazy and take a.
Maybe we'll see. Again, Paul will be rolling through these benches here, hopefully pretty quick.
So you do remember powerlifting meets that went till 10, 11 o'clock at night, midnight.
With the old school where you didn't.
Wait, progressive load?
Progressive load as opposed to round system.
So you can either follow yourself or wait 31 lifters until you're
Which is
lift again.
If you're familiar with weightlifting, that's how they still run their meets. And those early days of powerlifting, I remember squatting at 8, 9 a.m. and deadlifting at 8, 9 p.m.
I mean, did you get more rest then? I mean, was that...
I was wore out by
I'm sure you were.
That's why
survival of the fittest by the end.
Well, I was even surprised sometimes now with these great session formats that last 3-4 hours that even having proper nutrition between those big lifts is huge.
Oh, sure.
I tell some of these lifters, these younger lifters, I go, yeah, well, just seen 20, 25, 30 years ago where it was an all-day affair.
Right. Wait, and it was paper too.
Yeah, all
and
paper.
People calling
there
out
were no
names.
computers then.
So we're reminiscent.
The overhead.
Oh yeah.
Writing the order up on.
No, the overheads was an improvement, my friend. We didn't know we had posters on the walls, but it is kind of fun to talk about the changes in our sport because there are some that the expectation that scoring be online, that live stream be available, even at the state championship and local level is coming up more and more, and the technology is it's becoming easier to acquire. It's simple to use for some. We got Mason, our colleague, sitting next to us who could probably do the stuff in his sleep.
Yep. Yeah, and we've seen obviously a lot of massive rapid growth in the sport too, which always causes some potential issues.
Yeah, we want the improvements faster than we can.
I believe
handle
what was our membership last year was like 22,000.
Yeah,
I remember it just used to hold steady at like 3,000 to 5,000.
Right.
So it's.
Hey, there's one thing I like seeing on the bench press here on platform 1 and 2 is that it's a lot more green.
A lot of green.
It's a good trend. Let's hope that's a trend up, right? Keep
green
going
on
green.
The screen.
Yeah. So good lift for Mike. Loading now for Alex Wood on 1. And we're going to be loading for
Thomas. Bars loaded on 2 for Thomas. And then 2. Bars loaded on 1 for Alex. So we have our teenager up on platform 1.
So part of this platform speed at this competition is that there is more so like 6 or 7 individuals helping load.
Yes.
And they're looking ahead to what the next load's going to be on the bar, so they're going to change out the 2 and put on a 5. They got 2 people doing the heights. Only 5 max can be on the platform during the lift, but this 6-7 lifter combination. And by the way, all the team that's loading on the platforms, University of Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh today, yeah.
Yeah, so they're getting their cardio in. But they're also getting some funds back for the team.
Sure.
So quite a commitment to support the entire weekend, all the sessions.
They're truly the unsung heroes of these meets.
Yeah, and they've all been really like cheerful and keep going through it.
It's like an easy second attempt for Josue.
And it was interesting because that travel path, it wasn't completely straight, but it didn't pause and it didn't stop. But it did definitely change position over toward. Yeah.
To a good groove for him. That's why it was good speed all the way through.
So I always say that a lift can be quite ugly, but there may be nothing technically wrong with it.
Technically wrong, yeah.
And you might also yourself feel an ache or pain because you think, oh, ouch. So we got Austin Power.
That might be just from the bench shirt, too.
Right, exactly. Austin Perkins here on platform 2.
Remember a big squat Austin had here. 320 kilo squat, over 700 pounds. He's opening up with a pretty significant 385 in bench.
Just a little pause there.
That was Carlos that went there. He missed that 2-1, didn't he? Let's see here. I think we may be on a kind of low delay again. Let's see who comes up here. If it's Doc or no. On platform 2. On 1, we have our T3 lifter from Texas, Tanner Madison, I believe.
Okay, well, I was a little quiet. I was watching platform
Yeah.
2. I think the scoring table may
Must
have
have something
indicated the wrong lifter
correct,
or
yeah.
marked the wrong lifter. So we've got Aaron Phillips up on 2. It was a nice lift for
Yeah, it looks like
Tanner.
they were out of order. If
Yeah.
Carlos took 192,
Yeah, because
readjusting.
I think you were
Yeah,
also kind of looking at that
correct,
too.
yeah.
So yeah, we've got Aaron up now out of Racine,
So we
Wisconsin.
might have had a lifter out of order here. We'll see how that gets addressed.
Meanwhile, Darian Proctor's on 155, 342. I'm rounding.
Yeah,
So
okay, that
Aaron
rounding's
wasn't
fine.
able to get that first bench.
Okay,
Sure.
so they turned down. Okay, Carlos is up now. So Aaron missed that opening attempt. I didn't see it, but not sure what happened there. But he's repeating at 185 kilos.
So the
There
coach
goes
on
Kurt,
platform
second
1's
run.
going to contest this
Yep.
lift because I think there was a question as to whether or not Darian wanted blocks under his feet,
Oh, yeah.
and he did end up not having them. So there's an opportunity for the coach to say the situation was the platform wasn't set up as
Correct.
the lifter asked for.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens there with the.
So in addition to our 3 platform referees, we have 3 jury members that can handle protest or overturn calls. And a coach, Kurt St. Romain, who was a longtime junior team head coach, went and discussed something with the jury. I think we may have something to do with using foot blocks for the bench press. We'll see what will happen with.
We're getting ready for Doc Holloway on 2. We got Joe set up on 1.
Doc with a big 451-pound opening attempt in his bench.
115 pounds for Joe Reza. The lift is good.
Joe Reza's third attempt was good.
So far 5 for 6.
Well,
It's not bad.
Mears is an M3 coming up here.
That's right, I said 451 for an open bench press attempt for the 74 kilo athlete. Bar is loaded on 1 for Paul Mears.
I believe it looks like Paul is just benching in a t-shirt, so he's not even using a bench shirt. Here goes Doc.
Or is it a Titan singlet? It's the same color as the
Yeah,
t-shirt?
maybe. A long
No, I think he's got a
pause
shirt
call
on. Yeah.
on Doc over there. It's a good lift, though.
Paul Mears clocking out 127. Judges say 3 white lights. Paul Mears is 3 for 3 in the bench press. Thomas Tevez coming out next.
We have Dawson Fornander,
Dawson Fornander.
Wisconsin lifters on platform 1.
2. Bar is loaded on 1. So this is a relift for Thomas.
So it's fun to see the Wisconsin lifters because they had their high school season with the state championship the first weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad didn't get that bench straight off the chest.
It looks like we have a relift on platform 2 in Thomas. So I'm not sure what happened on that opener, but they're giving him this attempt. He's taking it at the end of the first round, so he got it. And he may have to turn around and follow himself here.
Mr. Gino, Powerlifting, the Brother Bennett Award winner for 2019. Put your hands together for Gino. Jimmy Mercer, thank you.
We got Mike Rosenwald coming out again. He's a M4 lifter, so he's at least 70 years young. Right? Team New Jersey.
I hope I'm doing summer most of this when I'm 70. I better be
I
doing
hope
something
so
fun.
too. Yeah.
Mike Rosenwald.
Oh. Something happened. Did he hit the upright on the way down or safety catch? Something.
He looks a little unsure.
He wants like a.
So he has to step off the platform.
He'll have to go and they'll protest it and probably give him another lift.
Meanwhile,
Again, I'm not sure exactly. I think he got caught up on that side maybe, on that rogue rack.
Saw a few on bench this morning that had some issues with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
No, if they're not, they're coming too far forward on the bench, or if the bench is
correct,
maybe a little extruding out further than they're accustomed to.
Correct.
All right, Alex Wood, 204 on the bar. Chris Boileau, platform 2.
So we're on 3rd and 10 benches on platform 1. We've got a T1 lifter here, Alex Wood, 14 to 15-year-old category is what that T1 indicates. So some of our youngest lifters in the competition.
Oh, just a little too much for Alex there.
First 2 good ones. He's in the hunt.
So now we got Chris up on 2.
Yeah, Hostway up on 1. The Carrizo Springs, Texas lifter here.
So we got Texas and Texas on the 2 platforms.
I believe this is probably the brother of Janet, I believe. It was a 43 or 47 kilo that been on a couple national teams in the junior division. At least the last name is the same. I don't know if they're related or not, but nice fight on that 3rd attempt. Should be a good looking lift. And it is.
Oh, that looked easy on 2.
Yeah. Our Masters lifter Carlos Lewis coming up next. They get Thomas over there who had a relift at the end. He had just one little break in between and he has to lift again.
So there are flights, these flights are small enough that someone could choose to time out on a 3rd attempt or a 2nd attempt.
Possible.
Get a little bit more rest or give everybody the same amount of time in between lifts. Nice steady. 3 wides.
Good look.
Nice.
Good lift for Carlos. Thomas up there on his 2nd attempt here, just a couple minutes after he had his relift. Still looks solid there. So even off that short rest period, he was able to come and make his 2nd attempt, no problem. Another Team New Jersey lifter, Jose, again has been a long-time competitor in this sport.
So you see the lifters talk with the individual giving the lift off, and they're just talking through what their preference is for lift off. Sometimes they get pretty interesting if you didn't know the lingo in that.
Correct. And actually our lift-off guy here in platform 1 at lunch was already worried about trying to lift off to Blaine Sumner tomorrow, lift 1,000 pounds off to him.
Oh, right, sure. That sounds like a 3-person lift off.
Yeah, well.
And that'll come at the end of his day. I mean, the end of this entire weekend.
This
it's going to be
weekend
amazing.
when you're kind of wore out a little bit.
All right, platform 2 loading for Michael Vargas, who is a junior and open lifter this weekend.
As long as you met qualifying totals for each of those divisions, you're allowed to enter in multiple divisions here.
Darren wasn't able to complete that last one there.
Oh.
So he'll get credit for his 1st attempt.
And it looked like that finished our Flight A attempts in bench press. So we're now on platform 1. We're starting Flight B. We'll start with Alexander Kang, who Must have some type of injury here, I would imagine, because he's only taking 25 kilos. So basically the bar and collars. So Alex must have experienced some type of injury here prior or after squatting. He's also lifting for Elite Iron Sport out of Atlanta.
Obviously, he's taking a token bench.
So now he took that token bench and ran off really quick. So now my guess is he's going to go put his bench shirt on now.
Yeah.
Let's see, especially what he turns in next. That'll give us an indicator right then and there.
Eric Walsh is retaking
Yeah,
his
look,
first
he
attempt.
jumped from 25 kilos to 145. So
yeah,
125 kilo jump, 270 pounds. So I guarantee he's putting that bench shirt on.
And then platform 2, Eric Walsh is retaking his same number, 175, is his first attempt. I've gotten a chance to work with Eric over this last year, USA Powerlifting. Good guy, very responsive. And he got it, so great. Now he can put some weight on the bar.
Yep. Eric Kupperstein is up. Number 1 here. This is the opening attempt.
Bars loaded for Perkins. Boston Perkins, 407.
77.5. Three whites.
Good lift for Eric.
We'll load for Sean Womack on 1, and we've got Austin Perkins up on 2.
Perkins going over 400 pounds on his second attempt here.
408. Wow. Look at that.
Again, he's a collegiate.
Oh, nice
Junior
steady
lifter,
speed down, steady speed up. 3 whites. Awesome. So we got Aaron Phillips coming up on 2, and waiting for Sean on 1.
Come on, let's go now, Sean. Let's go now, Sean.
So when the chief referee says he looks like he timed out. So what I was just going to explain, yeah, is chief referee, once the bar is properly loaded, the referee says that bar is loaded. That's when the 1 minute clock starts.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe we had a different lifter come out. Maybe that's what it was for Sean. Until the chief referee says start, it better get the start command in before that 1 minute expires.
See that?
Okay,
it
so he
with
was
maybe
close
1
to timing
second
out.
left on
Okay.
his clock. Yeah.
Oof. 1 second. That's crazy. Load now for
And
Matt
then now
Arnold.
you'll have a minute to turn in your next attempt.
So while I was yapping away about the 1 minute attempt, Aaron Phillips was able to get his 185, which was his first attempt, and successful on his second. Now we're loading for Carlo Melendez on 2. Matt Arnold is getting set up on platform 1.
Looking at these subtotals now. Doc and Aaron are really close, but Doc has a really big deadlift, so I'll have to look at how he compares to Perkins. Perkins' numbers are up there, so see how that all shakes out here.
Loaded, Robert Saenz. Signs. Thank you, Roberto. Roberto Signs.
Roberto Signs on platform 1.
Load the bar for DeMario Doc Holloway.
So Cyan's is T3, 18 to 19, and he's entered in the open.
He's also in the open as well.
He's got a little bit of an arch there, if you see his setup.
Yeah.
We got a spotter in the way here, so we won't be able to see the lift as well as we'd like. Hopefully we can get that individual to not stay in that position.
Lift is good.
Especially
get that
when
to change.
our form, that's the feed that you're looking at. If you're watching.
Got well over twice his
We got Doc on 2.
Well, 462-pound attempt on platform 2. Got a lead iron on right and Team Titan and Chris Tran on the left. I believe Elite Iron had won the women's open team title just right before this. Yeah.
And if you saw who was on the podium, like they're all national team competitors and some of the best in the world, right? Top 3 in each of their weight classes. All right, good lift for Chris. I think he needed that nice start after his squat, his last squat. Because every kilo is going to count.
I believe we have really just probably Tran, Mario, Eric battling it out in that 59-kilo class. That big squat from Chris really helped out.
Platform 2, 264.55 pounds. Michael McCree. McCree?
McCree, yeah.
Thank you. He's had nice lifts here.
Yeah.
Lift is good. 3 white lights.
Good lift. All right.
Again, nice. Stephen battle with him back in the open division, back in the 148-pound days. He went up, and I'm more like going down, body weight wise.
Right. So Chris Boileau on 2, Michael Haffenbrack on 1.
Coached by Open World Champion Tony Cardella.
So opening attempt for half here.
So I imagine that with these weight classes, like Michael's weight class and some weight classes you've competed at, like everybody just assumes powerlifters are big, right? Big and muscular. And I always tell people it's much like wrestling. We have weight classes, so really any body weight, any body type can participate. So
I remember one of our junior trips, maybe going out to dinner afterward in regular street clothes. And one of the young kids had asked me, he said, Simmons, you don't look like you can lift that much weight. And I didn't even break stride. I just turned back and said, I'm deceptively strong. Or you never judge a book by its cover. You know?
Right.
So,
absolutely.
I go, the bar doesn't care what you look like.
That's
All that matters is you lift it.
One of the best equipped powerlifters in the USA.
So James is a Hmong lifter.
Yes, he is.
He's often on Instagram and Facebook and
promoting the community and the Vietnam community. Yes.
It's really interesting to hear his stories and his journey, and everybody here has a different journey, a different story. But today is the day when they're a power lifter, not anything else. The platform sort of equalizes it too. And short travel pattern certainly doesn't hurt anything there on bench.
It's a good start for him in bench. See, I believe he only made that one squat, so.
Yeah.
So Eric, our master multi-time national and world champion, is up here now at 85 kilos. A few years back, I think he had maybe some issues with his shoulder. I think maybe had some surgeries on, I'm not sure. Obviously, he's a massive deadlifter and squatter, but that's where you really make up a good portion of your total. So.
Right.
But having a big bench never hurts either.
No.
So that's why it's a really good kind of equalizer with the 3 different lifts that we have.
Well, and you use much more of the leg and lower body than the novice bench presser thinks. Jose, two whites, so that's what counts.
It's a good lift. It's 170 kilos, M2 lifter.
And when so you've been a coach for a long time, lifter, you've been a referee for a long time, and it's really interesting when you see somebody in bench lay down on the bench and then their feet just kind of plop down.
Yeah.
Like And you don't see that change, the position change, and you just
No.
wonder, are they using any leg
Correct.
drive?
Correct.
You know, it's just sort of wherever their feet
Yeah.
land. And then
Well,
it's
and I
kind of
think
fun
a
to see
lot
them.
of those with those big arches and getting their feet back, it's mainly about holding that position. And it's very difficult to get a lot of that leg drive out of those big arches. So, I mean, I remember I was telling some lifters recently that 10, 15 years ago, we used to have our feet like basically flat but pointed out the front of the bench
Yes.
because we really could use a better leg drive with that. But now that trend's gone to basically having a big arch, turn your bench, flat bench into a decline bench row.
Yeah. It's, some have figured out what's the max they can handle on the width of their grip, and
Correct.
then their travel path gets even shorter.
Well, and you see the trend now with double overhand hook grips on deadlift. It's, there's some things that are consistent and other things that people tweak and adjust as the years have gone on to
I've tried that
suit their
double
style.
overhand. That's
Yeah, I didn't.
it's horrible.
I spent too many years alternated grip that it made my grip worse. So.
But I wanted to be more symmetrical in my
Correct.
conditioning,
Yes.
so
Correct.
I started out with that double overhand. So a little bit bobble there.
Yeah, I think we got a dip on that. The foot's moving now too.
So if Matthew had finished that lift out, he would have gotten a lowering of the bar.
Oh, yeah, blue card.
Blue card, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And maybe yellow too, because I saw his foot come up off the platform. So the foot can slide as long as the foot's still flat and in contact, but I saw that one lift up in the air. And I tend to see that sometimes with those younger kids. They don't really set themselves nice and tight, and the minute they struggle, then the leg starts flailing out there.
Yeah.
So Kang here, remember, he took that opening bench at only 25 kilos, ran off, changed it into a bench shirt, and jumped 125 kilos. So sometimes that really doesn't pay off, depending if he was able to get maybe a little warm up back there to set the shirt in. But we'll see what will happen, see if he can adjust.
And Eric Walsh, he got his second. And
now Alex couldn't even complete that lift, so that big jump.
Yeah.
Putting the shirt on, yeah.
Okay, it's going to be interesting to watch his third then.
Now Alex missed those last two squats. He had a situation where he made his opener 245, went to 260, missed that, and still wanted to jump up another 15 kilos, and he missed it again. So.
Well, for some lifters, they're only lifting once a year.
Yeah.
So what's that expression? All your eggs in one basket?
Yeah,
like it's a challenge. I don't know if that's true for which of these lifters, but you also see that as people get more and more to the higher levels of competition.
Yeah, need more training time, recovery time. I would get to the point the same way. I'd compete once, maybe twice a year, and that was about it. But Alex competes actually somewhat frequently, so.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look like his day today, so.
And Roberto here has a wide stance on bench.
Yep, to help kind of keep that butt down, really.
Yeah, he hit some downward motion.
That, yep, and he hit the upright on the way up, which sent the bar back down. So he needed to kind of slide out a little bit more.
Well, and so you can hit the rack.
As long as it doesn't
aid the lift, but
correct.
It actually
took
away from the
lift. The bar go back down, which is
So we got Aaron Phillips on 2. Took a 10 kilo increase.
I've been watching this over here on 1, but look at Perkins up there now. He's gone basically 6 for 6. Solid.
So 2.5 times his body weight for Chris Tran. Good lift.
Good lift. Yep.
Awesome.
He's probably sitting in that driver's seat in that 59 kilo class, I'd imagine. Let's see where Eric's at.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the forecasted totals, which is one thing
Eric's
great about lifting
80
cash.
kilos behind him. So, and Tran has at least an opening deadlift 12 kilos higher, which We know Eric's good for a heck of a lot more than that, but I don't know if he's going to have enough to make up 80 kilos. So. Mario's up on 1, Melendez up on 2.
Oh, couldn't finish out on 2, Carlo. So he'll be credited with his first attempt.
Oh, good catch by the spotters there on Mario's bench.
Loaded up for Doc Holloway. Here comes Doc Holloway.
So we got a half a brat coming up next.
Bars loaded for Doc Holloway as he approaches the OK Corral.
66 kilo open class.
Bars loaded, Michael Hafford back.
Michael, 358 pounds for those of you who are custom pounds. Doc Holloway, 468 pounds on platform 2.
That's lift looks good. Let's see. Doc's over there. Looks good as well. We'll see. Yep, good lift for Doc.
So Doc Holloway, that was about 3 times his body weight.
3 times his body weight, yeah.
I'm a little slow on math. I had to overhear somebody else say that to pick that up, but that's admirable,
That's a
for sure.
significant bench, for sure.
James Bang. James has got.
So James took a 10 kilo jump,
His body weight is a little shy.
Yep.
almost 3 times his body weight.
397 pounds. The bar is loaded for Ted Longo. Guess who Ted used to work out with? Brother Bennett. Ted Longo. Give him a round of applause.
So Ted Longo used to work out with Brother Bennett.
So maybe the St. Stanislaus, maybe a Louisiana, New Orleans thing. Is that where Brother Bennett was from? I'm not sure.
Brother Bennett signed my first membership
Did
card.
you really? Probably mine too. 'Cause I joined in '83, so.
3 white lights for
When did we
James Vang.
when did
83 was my first year.
Yeah,
as
that was
well.
my first year as well.
Yeah.
And the organization, though, was it '81 that it started?
Yeah,
I
it
believe.
was, yeah. So Cooperstein up on 1, his 3rd attempt bench. And we've got on platform 2, Matt Teskey out of Wisconsin. Their flight started with first flight benches here. We're on Matt's 2nd one in.
Eric Kupperstein on platform 1. Eric Kupperstein.
Yeah, so platform 1's going to get done significantly before number 2 here. There's a possibility they may give that platform a 20-minute break then, but we'll wait and see here. We're just on our first attempts on platform 2 now in the next flight, so.
Matt Teskey from Appleton, Wisconsin. Yeah, the lift is good. You don't have to look. You know the lift is good, man.
It's a good lift for Eric.
Eric
He
Kupperstein
seems pretty excited making 3 benches.
Yeah.
Eric Cordiero.
So just last weekend I worked a powerlifting meet, and probably, I think it was about 40% of the lifters, first time USA powerlifting, first time lifting in the competition. And so you think about the commands in the bench, start, press, rack. It's really a shame when some of the newer lifters, they're not accustomed to somebody giving those commands and the timing, and boy, they learn on the platform, like, oh, you just needed to wait for the command. Here it's so crucial, right?
Correct.
You'd hate to miss on a technicality.
Yeah.
And you don't see it often at this level.
No.
It is nationals.
But
it's
it
a
is
national
nationals,
championship.
correct.
So we got Sean on 1, Jonathan on 2. Sean made that look easy.
Yeah, that was his 3rd attempt too. That looked like
Yeah.
an opener.
Lift is good on 1. Loaded on 2.
And then this is opening attempts here for this flight. Nice and easy on
Jonathan,
2.
look. Easy attempt over there. 3 white-lights.
So platform 2, we're loading for Levi Reed. We got Matt Arnold.
Maybe a little dip on Matt's here. Let's see what the judges say. Yep. See the little blue indicator under the red? That means the bar descended, the whole of the bar, during the lift, which is an infraction. The bar can stop, but it has to continually move upward. So it dropped a little bit. 2 of the referees caught it. So we got Alex Kane repeating that big jump.
So you'd hate for him to end up the bench with that 25
I know, that's not going to help
here.
your total. Let's see if he can adjust. Looks like better groove. If he can grind it out. Looks like it's there.
Yeah.
Good lift.
With 3 whites.
Yeah, that's the one thing you risk with jumping back there, that then do you have enough time to seat the shirt or take a warm-up attempt, another one or so, but he obviously made the correct adjustment and came back and got it.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting now with deadlift with this
it's all
group.
getting tied up in there and their subtotals.
Alex Maher, platform 2, 160.
We got Roberto and Tran are both 59s. Mario's 59s. So Tran still is in the driver's seat in that weight class. And we got Vang and Haffenbrack, but Vang looks like it's around a 30 kilo subtotal advantage over Mike for right now. And he's opening up over 20 kilos higher in the deadlift. So I know Vang has close to a 600-pound deadlift at 66 kilos, so it's pretty substantial.
All right, Tran, 3 whites.
Good lift.
Yep.
So we got John Downing, the Ohio State president, club president of their powerlifting team.
John Downing, 374 pounds, and the lift is
Nice lift for John. I wonder how many of his team is here or watching. I bet if we looked on Instagram,
I don't know how many of
we'd
them
get
are
a
here, but
good idea.
I'm sure he's
yeah.
probably got a lot of fans watching.
Mario. Benjamin Rowe. Benjamin Rowe, multi-time world champion Benjamin Rowe.
So Ben Rowe, he declined his 3rd attempt squat. He's a multi-world champion.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's,
Alex, yeah.
I'm sure Ben's very purposeful in that.
Mm-hmm.
Conserving energy. And Mario.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a comeback. Yep, comeback make for Mario.
I think it's really interesting as a referee when you can just watch a lift and it doesn't matter who's doing it. It doesn't matter what the weight is, but when you see a really clean lift.
Yep.
And you really do need to keep in mind that it's the lift and it's not about who it is or where they're going to place. Just pay attention to the clock and giving them the commands and that the situation is set up for them. Actually, situation set up for them first is probably the correct order.
Yeah.
So we got Newt Douglas opening up.
Here goes Newt Douglas.
The 800-pound squat. And Michael.
We may have a good lift from Haffenbrack. We're last 2 attempts there. That's a good lift.
Nice.
3 whites. We have 1 more attempt left from Vang. And then they'll be on their break before deadlift. Again, at least 10 minutes, possibly 20 since our other platform were a little bit behind.
2.9 times his body weight. I'm going to round it up to 3. 3 times his body weight on the bench.
3 times body weight for
Yeah,
Newt?
for Vang, yeah, close to 3 times the
Or
body
for Vang,
weight.
excuse me.
418-pound attempt. James weighed probably about 144.
Here goes Ted Longo.
All right, so we're on second attempts on platform 2. And we're going to see James. Tremendous arch. Tremendous leg drive.
Loaded. Longo.
See, our EC member Josh Rohr is coaching James today.
That's one of the shortest benches that we have here.
Nice solid lift. Yes.
Was that a warm-up?
So platform 1, we're done with benches now. Again, we're unsure if they're taking a 10 or 20-minute break. We'll move over to platform 2. We are on second attempts. Kind of the beginning of the order here with Matt Teskey, Masters 1 lifter.
So platform 1, they're on a 10-minute break.
At
See
least,
if it gets extended, possibly. At least we're rooting for that. Give them a...
If you look on your score sheet, mentioned Alex Galan has a little beat up in training, so he's just taking what he needs to take to, I believe he's uncontested in his weight class and age group, so he's just getting in 3 attempts, 1 of each squat, bench, and deadlift, and make the national team, going to the Masters World Championships in October.
Matt there, I think he might be sandbagging. That was just as easy as the last one. I could say that because I know him. He'll laugh, yeah. So we'll see what he puts in.
Let's see what he jumps on that third, probably another 10 kilos.
Yeah. We got Eric, Jonathan, Levi. I'd say there was more green lights on the bench, platform 1, and it's trending that way on platform 2 as well. I don't think I've seen anybody today that didn't want a handoff. Maybe one person.
Yeah, I really haven't.
But you see that in Raw.
Raw a little bit more frequently, yeah.
With the shirt, I can't imagine anybody that would do
that.
That
Would be a little more challenging trying to get that bar
out. The shirt's
out.
not fitted correctly.
Correct. Or you have to be so far near that upright to get it out that then you'd run the risk of running the bar up underneath the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Jonathan Tavira, bars loaded, 352.7.
So the other thing that they have to account for, and it's more critical in squat, but Jonathan and the next lifter have the same weight, so if there's not much rack height adjustment, it's moved right to the next lifter.
Be
when you're trying to time this,
correct,
it affects that. So sometimes when you're coaching, you're looking ahead to that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And if you know the average speed
that the loaders are going at, yeah.
So Levi, we'll see if he can make it look as easy or easier than Jonathan.
Bars loaded, Levi Velez, Reed. Oh yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds you. I didn't turn it up.
Whoa, finish
Good
that.
fight. Should be a good lift. 3 white lights. There's Alex.
364.
So Alex is he sitting in third right now with the subtotal if he was to get this?
Again, because of He's that super light 83 kilo. I don't know. Kind of unfortunate he couldn't make 74s, but.
But again, I wonder if that was purposeful.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Newt Douglas has about 130 kilo subtotal lead.
But you know, some people, they may have a 25 kilo lead. They're still really concerned.
Correct.
50 kilo lead.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That happened with Natalie Hansen earlier today, where she was still up by like 40 kilos going in the deadlift, but and Newt here, he's got a big deadlift as well, so you're going to really see that total jump after that opening deadlift.
Well, maybe that year off did the trick. Was he healing from any sort of injury?
No, I think it was just, I think he graduated from school and was working. Could be wrong about that, but I think that was a big part of it. That's the same with Ian Bell. We should see tomorrow as well. Finishing up their master's degree and just trying to get their life in order and just need to take a little break.
What? There's life outside of powerlifting?
Yeah, imagine that.
Real variables to deal with, or other variables, I should say. I want to be careful here. John, slow and steady.
Downing with a tick under a 400-pound bench here. Slide bench should be a good lift. Yep. 3 white lights. We're finishing off our second attempts here with Newt Douglas. 217.5 kilos, 479 pounds. Newt's having a great day so far. Hasn't missed the lift. Knock on wood, don't want to jinx him here. He's getting set here, getting those hands dug in. Finish it. No, not quite. Let's lock out there. So we'll strip the bar back down on platform 2. Finish up our third attempts here. And I assume they'll take a 10-minute break there. Mississippi, Brother Bennett, Mississippi.
Ah, mystery solved.
is coached and trained by Brother Bennett at the Temple.
It's a good lift for Ted.
3 white lights.
So we're coming into thirds here.
Yep, we are in our third attempts now. Again, if you're not aware, Brother Bennett, founder of originally what was known as the ADFPA, the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association, and eventually we kind of blended into USA Powerlifting several years ago.
Of course, you're summarizing, so you make it sound like it was a smooth transition and everybody was
Well,
happy, but it was a really interesting period.
Remember back that far. This is probably, what, a good 10 years ago now? Maybe more. That we went to USA Powerlifting from ADFPA.
Yeah. So Matt here. Good, I think he's happy with that.
The lift is good. Load the bar for Eric Cordillero.
And we got Eric Cordillero and Levi. Same weight. Their deadlift, their first attempt deadlift is the same weight. Now, of course, when they start warming up, and if their flight hasn't started, they have up to 3 minutes or 3 lifts before the flight starts to make a change.
Their opener. You can make one change of that opener.
Eric Cordillero, 165 kilos, 364 pounds for Eric Cordillero.
Some of the things that the scoring table has to deal with is if a lifter comes up and provides their next attempt, then the coach comes up and says, no, it should be this. It's whatever was first submitted.
Correct, yeah, it was turned in there.
So,
all right, no lift for Eric.
You see that more with the novice lifter or the high school lifter where maybe the coach and lifter aren't quite understanding who's making that call.
Correct.
The coach.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's tough because it's maybe too heavy.
That's right. All right, we got Levi up on 2. I don't see a running clock on platform 1, so I'm not sure when those deadlifts will be starting here.
I think they've got about 30 seconds to start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was unsure if they were going to wait 20 minutes instead of 10. As they did last session, they held up because platform 2 only had 1 flight of lifters.
Yes,
so they took a 20-minute break in
breaks.
between each of those. Yeah.
All right. Jonathan at 167.5. Platform 1, we're going to see that get started here within the minute.
Mm-hmm. Yep, looks like we're ready to get going with deadlifts over here.
Nice lift there for Jonathan. 3 whites loading now for Alex Maher on platform 2. And bars loaded on 1 for Joe Rizza.
Bars loaded on 2. Here comes Joe Rizza. 209 for Joe Rizza. Bars loaded Alex Mayer, 374.
So I think platform 1, if I was a side referee on the right there, like Sarah Rodock of Wisconsin, right by the chalk.
Oh. Collegiate Nationals, I purposely took the other side just so I didn't have to be next to it.
Yes. All right, so Alex is getting his lift off there. Oh, come on, finish, Alex.
Joe on platform 1 with deadlifts. Alex's bench on 2 was good. With 1 second left for Joe on platform 1. Again, here's Alex. And my guess is this will probably be his only deadlift that he'll take.
Loaded Alex Galan. Watch this setup. One of the best setups in all of USA powerlifting.
Alex for sure has an interesting setup.
The Susie Hartwood Gary jump in on that.
He's working through an injury. Give Alex a round of
Good
Good
lift
lift
for
for
Alex.
Alex. My guess is we'll see zeros after his name on the rest of the deadlifts, just to secure his victory and a stamp to Masters Worlds.
All right, so we got Downing up now on 2, Dawson on 1.
So we got Newt over here for third and final attempt. Should round us off on platform 2, a 479-pound bench press, which he missed on his second attempt.
Mike Rosenwald.
Rosenwald up on 1.
Mike Rosenwald, 292. The lift is good.
Newt just can't quite lock that out with that left arm.
Bummer.
So he'll be credited with 210. Still has a massive subtotal lead.
I was going to say that, but that could, you know. That massive subtotal, that's quite something.
That's a big subtotal lead.
Paul Mears on 1, 358.25 pounds or 162.5 kilos on the bar. M3 lifter, so 60 to 69 is age category he's in. Platform 2, they're going to take their 10-minute break. So we'll focus on 1.
I wonder if you should pull that one over so we can see projections too. Let's see here on this platform. There we go. Can kind of see the running tally there then, and weight class and totals and their placing.
So one of the things that's nice about lifting cast is right now in the display view, I don't need to see the bar and the plate configuration for what we're doing. So I can minimize that or completely remove it from the view. And what I'm attempting to do is get it so that I can see the forecasted total for the platform. So it's kind of a neat thing about the program. And you can do this, I mean anybody could do this, so it's a completely customizable view.
Yeah, and that platform will probably still have another 8 minutes before they even start. Oh, we got here, this lifter got called off the platform because he forgot his deadlift socks.
Oh, wow.
They have a rule, must come to the bottom of your knee. So now he's technically on his own time. He's still got 30 seconds, but will he have enough time to get his socks changed and make it out there for that attempt? If his socks are there and handy, he should be able to, but you never know. We're down to about 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8. I don't think he's going to make this attempt.
So that's a shame, something little.
Yep.
Tanner Madison. Hold on. Force loading. Tanner.
Excuse me.
Tanner, one of our Texas lifters here again. believe in the teenage division. T3, 18, 19 years of age. Easy opener.
Lift is good.
We got our first 500-pound deadlift attempt coming from Josue.
Josue Becerril, 501. The lift is good.
Becerril's lift is
501.
good. Yep. We're tweaking it up to about 518 for Darren Proctor Jr.
They're complaining. The music isn't loud enough. So I'm going to go backstage and take care of that, all right? Proctor's coming up.
Darren Proctor on 1?
Yes. Yeah, we're still on the break on 2. We still have 8, yeah. Clock must have been a longer clock because it still says 8 minutes to go before they start deadlifts on platform 2. Nice lift for Darren. All right. Just like that, we're now going to second attempts from flight A on platform 1. Again, we got a lot of our masters lifters in this first flight as well as the teenagers.
Well, the music's up in the venue.
Oh.
It's deadlift time.
It is deadlift time.
Pretty sure the referees on the platform can feel their breastbone moving
Can
along
almost feel
like
it
we're
back
at a
here
rock
all the way
concert.
backstage.
Might be a few members of the audience that might have not known to bring their headphones.
There were some jury members this morning that had earplugs. So.
You can turn it louder than that. Come on, turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up, Tim. That's better.
Good lift for Joe Rizza.
The lift is good. It's pulling time. Dawson Coronado.
Looks like Joe is in this second place position in the Masters M4 74 kilo class. Because our number 1 guy is Rosenwald. Mike's got quite a considerable lead of about 60 kilos already over Joe. Dawson's lift was good. Oh, Alex did turn in. He is coming out. I stand corrected. I thought he'd pass on those last 2 deadlifts, but he's jumping another 20 kilos. 275 pounds. And Alex is over 70 years of age.
Didn't he used to do a 2 jump?
I never saw him jump before until today.
Oh,
I've seen it for years. I don't know. I just figured he was taking after Susie.
Yeah, he usually does some sort of upward leap jump. I'm not sure what it's called.
Yeah. So Alex is definitely going to win the M4 66 kilo class. And Rosenthal should win the 74 M4 class.
So some would say, well, they're unopposed, but
they are unopposed.
Showed up.
Correct. Still
There are
show
other
up and make the
competitors in
list.
that age. They're not here. All right, they're loading for Paul Mears on platform 1. It'll be
Paul
Thomas.
looks like he is our winner in the Masters 3 66 kilo class.
Bars loaded, Paul Mears.
Gino's back here with us. It's like the wizard behind the curtain.
He's trying to get the volume adjusted right out there for deadlifts, the music. Comes Paul, a 380-pound deadlift attempt.
Nice lift. One thing that we've seen change over the years, you used to see more of a, let's say, a backwards bend to show they're locked out, sort of an exaggerated arch. You see a much more upright lift.
I still see it both ways. Like even at our state meet, I saw a lot of lifters or collegiates who just they crank back on that deadlift and then their knees come unlocked or their shoulders come forward. So
sure,
all you got to do is stand erect.
Stand erect, shoulders, hips, knees.
Yeah,
locked.
It's locked up in line. Just tell people to flex up there, show off like you're in a bodybuilding show, and then all those things will be locked and in the right position they need to be in.
So Carlos at 200.
And looks like he'll be our representative in the Masters 3 74 kilo class.
Platform 2, they're under 2 minutes, so they can't start. They can't give any changes.
No more changes can be taking place on platform 2 in the opening deadlift.
So those of you, come on back if you're watching live, because we're going to start pretty soon. You got 2 more minutes to get something done.
Get it going.
Thank you, Tim. Loaded, Tanner Madison.
Looks like Tanner will be our winner in the T3 66s.
No more changes. Platform 2.
And a lot of these lifters lifting unopposed.
It just keeps getting louder.
18 to 19 category there, Tanner Madison. Yeah, in Texas, there's about 12,000 teenagers a year lifting. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Their high school association. They may not do things the same way as we do. They're doing squat, bench, and deadlift.
Correct.
And there's that many more people that are experiencing the sport. It's amazing.
It's impressive.
Of course, I heard they take football pretty serious in Texas,
well,
too. So they have strong football players, I got to think. It's kind of fun here. Red platform, red light, and a nice pole here for.
Speaking of Texas, Josue from Texas. That's a good lift.
Darren Proctor,
so
245.
That should be our T3 74 kilo winner. And then it looks like Darren here will be our junior winner at 66. Unless we got some in that next flight. Can't remember.
So first lifter back up on platform 2, Thomas Teves. 195 for his deadlift, just shy of 430. And we've got Darian Proctor on 1 with his second attempt at 245. Good lift for Thomas. Loading off for Chris Boyle on 2 with 210. All right, that lift up for Darian. Very nice.
It's a nice
All
solid
whites.
lift for Darren. So now that takes us to our third attempts on platform 1. Joe Rizza. We're now 2 attempts in on opening attempts on platform 2.
Come on, Chris. Fire it up, Chris.
You know, it's been neat coming in this meet. There's been the production here has been fantastic.
Yep.
The you know, the view above the platform, the lighting, live stream quality. It's all been great. You know, the
Nice,
next thing I'm
well
waiting
set up.
for is like the light in the sky for Batman, where it's USA Powerlifting. What do you think? I think you could probably do that at your state championship.
Works
Just
for
get
me.
permission to do it and
Yeah.
light up the sky at night. What do you think, Mason? Can we do that sometime? Your production company can do that? Okay. It's better than prom. It's nationals. Just planting the seed here. This is how
No, I
ideas
hear
get
ya.
started, right?
That works for me.
Yeah. Nice lift for Dawson. Loading
So
out for
Alex is going to come now, take a third attempt. He's going to go over to the 300-pound barrier here, 303. And Alex, a pretty light 66 lifter. He's basically spent most of his time at 59 in the recent years, which is our lowest class. But I remember him even going back to when we had the 114-pound weight class that he competed in a lot.
I think I was 114 at like 16. In high school, I was in 3 different weight classes because we were making some changes over the years.
Yeah, I spent most of my time in
3
those
white
age
lights for
years
Alex.
at 123.
So he did 1 squat, 1 bench, but he took 3 deadlifts.
He did take
so
3
good for him.
deads. He made them all 3, so that's good to hear.
3 white lights for Jose. Carlo Melendez is platform 2's lifter, and they're nearly set for him. One of the things you'll see now on the third attempt deadlifts, every one of the third attempt deadlifts, the loading crew has to clean the bar. Like we want it to be in the best condition for
Correct.
you to get your total.
Yep, so they should be cleaning that bar off after every attempt now here on platform 1.
Loaded on 2.
Rosenwald, the easy lift there. Nice for him to finish out his day like that. And on platform 2, we got Carlo Poland.
Carlos?
No lift for Carlo.
No, that was his opening attempt, too.
Yeah, so now we got Aaron Phillips, same weight. Let's tighten up the plates. And
Platform 1, we have a lot of green except one opening deadlift that was missed. But that was because Alex forgot his deadlift socks, so we timed that one out. But a lot of made lifts on 1.
so now with Carlo, we're not going to see him lifting casts at predicted place because he doesn't yet have
Correct.
a
He
good
hasn't
deadlift.
made a successful attempt in the deadlift.
So Aaron, good lift.
Boom. Initially moves into first till we work our way down the list here.
All right, loading for Alex on platform 1.
He's got his
And
socks on now as Gino announces out there.
Jacob De La Paz, bars loaded for him, and he's getting set up there.
Come on, Alex. 419 on the bar for Alex.
Easy lift for Jacob.
Good lift for De La Paz. And Alex on platform 1.
Could be a good lift as well. Yeah.
Nice. Nice lift.
3 white lights.
My back is getting a little sore watching these, and now we're getting down to some, some pulls.
It really matters.
So do you want to explain the game of third attempts on deadlift? Because there might be a few people who don't really know what's going on tactically at this point.
Yeah.
Third attempt deadlift.
The third attempt deadlift is the only attempt that you can change twice. So, and it's all about strategy and placing. So there's little tricks that you can do to either turn in something easy or turn in something heavy and bring it back or move it up. So there's all kinds of strategies, especially to throw your competitor's coach off.
So, do you think some coaches sometimes have multiple attempt slips ready with numbers, and then they're watching their competitor to see which one they submit?
Especially when it comes to that third attempt, yeah.
And you really got to have someone savvy on the scoring table that's understanding what's going on and is keeping
usually
up
when
with
we
that
operate
pace.
even at the Open Worlds, we got James Townsend looking at the scoring sheet, somebody next to him, 2 cards. If this lifter makes it, you turn that in. If this lifter misses, you turn this one in. So you have multiple ones ready to go.
Yeah, I've seen coaches gesture each other across the distance, like, put in that one or that one. They've got their like baseball.
Yep. Sometimes we'll use that strategy for changing an opener and making that one change. We try to pick sometimes a coach that's maybe a little under the radar or have a lifter go and turn it in. So, one of the other country's coaches knows the coaching staff, and then they see you go over there, then they want to go make a change. So sometimes we'll throw in somebody they don't recognize and get maybe that little advantage to follow somebody in the deadlift, because then whatever they jump, you can jump, and you always stay ahead of them. So, yeah, understanding the scoring is very critical.
Jose, 245. Let's see how he finishes out his day. Let's see. 3 whites. Nice day for him. He went 9 for 9.
Look at that. He did.
Yeah,
9 for 9 day for Jose, yeah.
It's not all about getting 9 good lifts, but it certainly is an indicator when the weight keeps going up.
Correct. Should I think about in weightlifting, I think they still do it, is if you have a 6 for 6 day, they acknowledge you, maybe even give you a medal for it.
Oh, wow. I might need to switch over. I only have to do 6 lifts, not 9. No, there's a little bit more to it than the change there. But yeah, it's an interesting concept for sure. We've got Doc Holloway up on. Excuse me. Yeah, Doc Holloway.
And theory
up on
is,
2.
I would assume this will move him into first. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Oh no, it won't be. I forgot he's behind Perkins here.
Yeah, and then we got.
I just went.
Darian, let's up. Darian's not able to get even to his knees. That's too bad. So we got Thomas.
So we're starting back over now. We're on second attempts for platform 2. And we are now starting flight 2 on platform 1 with Sean Womack. It looks like platform 2 could have quite a battle in that open 74 kilo class between Doc and Perkins, and Alex Maher may not be too far behind. Aaron Phillips as well. Or is he an 83? Aaron's an 83, isn't he?
Yeah. All right, so we're starting second flight here, flight B, platform 1 with Sean Womack. So this is gonna be fast for them. Thomas missed that lift there.
Thomas's lifts were 3 reds, or was that Carlos? No,
Thomas.
it was Thomas.
Yep. Carlos. They
were all yellows, so I'm not sure. I thought he completed the lift, so unless I missed it or it was a technicality.
Okay, so the head referee noticed on Sean's lift, downward movement and maybe not locked out, but the side referees both gave a white.
On whose lift?
Thomas? On Sean
Womack.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Sean's. I didn't see.
So he got his first, so that's good. And then Carlo Melendez on platform 2, he's retaking his first attempt. Matt Arnold up on platform 1, opening with 441 pounds or 220 kilos.
It's a good lift for Matt. Carlos is up on 2.
Lift is good.
Carlo, good lift.
check out this opener. Check out this opener.
All right. So
Weighs 59
Here
kilos.
comes Eric.
He's got
473-pound opener. Again, he's over 50 years young, 59 kilos, basically 130 pounds of body weight.
so it's more than 3 times his body weight. Almost 4.
And Eric's, I've seen him pull at least 550, 560 or more at this weight class.
Wow.
So this should be a real easy attempt for him.
All right, no lift for Chris Boulay on platform 2. Platform 2, we're loading
Eric,
for Michael McLean.
real wide sumo, double overhand hook grip, which he actually has used for a long time. But what's interesting is that he's all on the smooth.
Yeah. He's
Look at
inside
that.
the shoulder
Easy.
width, isn't he?
Yep.
3 white lights, all 3.
We'll see a pretty significant jump from Eric next. Crease up with 500 on platform 2, which he made successfully, which brings up Perez at the same weight, 501.
He's looking to go to South Africa, Masters Worlds. Give us a big round of applause.
So we've got Roberto up on platform 1, T3 lifter, so that's 18 to 19. and
Carlos
he's in the
has
open.
he makes this lift.
And then Jose on platform 2
Should have,
locks out.
so it's projected, yeah.
Nice job, Jose.
Good lift for Jose.
Yep, good lift.
Roberto Science. Lift is good.
Seeing a lot of white lights here.
It's good.
It's nice.
White's good. Mario up on 1.
Loaded.
Again, lead iron. 59 kilo weight class. Aaron Phillips up on 2, which we'll see where his numbers will take him because he'll be in the kind of battle there at 74. So Aaron is a 74. He isn't an 83.
Yeah, and I readily agreed with you
Yeah.
on 83 because I wasn't paying attention. I'm sure he'll be real happy when he goes back to the gym. Tanya, what were you
For
talking
sure.
about? So we got Mario up on 1, and Jacob De La Paz was a good lift.
And this is a good
Excuse me, it was a
10
good
kilo
lift for
jump.
Aaron. Now Jacob De La Paz is up on
So
platform
Aaron's
2.
at a 710 right now. It's currently in 3rd place. Soon behind Doc and Perkins. Now we're at Kang. We're starting to get to the those top lifters at 66 kilos now on platform 1. So once they make their openers, we'll be able to see their projections. But I think Vang's got a pretty comfortable lead at 35 kilos at subtotal over Mike Haffenbrack.
3.5 times his body weight as an opener.
Nice lift for
March loaded, Alexander.
Jacobs. And now we're going to load for Eric Walsh on platform 2.
Jacob La Paz made his 2nd attempt deadlift, which moved him into the junior 3rd place. 74 kilos for now.
557 pounds. Come on, Eric. Welcome to the very last city of powerlifting, Lombard, Illinois. Another sumo puller, Eric Walsh. Lift is good for
So
Alexander.
Alexander got one
Kang, yeah, he
side.
had one on lockout, but I thought maybe potentially looked like the bar may have kind of come down a little bit, but it's hard to tell off a video monitor there.
So Walsh is sitting in 4th with that successful 2nd attempt. Now we're going to load for Michael Vargas, currently in 6th place. He's in 2 categories. Then we got Michael Haffenbrack here on platform 1. Opening
Should
at
kind of move him
227.
into probably
Michael
2nd
makes that
or
look
3rd,
easy.
maybe.
Good lift for
Yeah,
Michael.
initially into 1st, but we'll see that change if Vang makes his opener. And Tran probably has a commanding lead at 59 kilos. Who's our next lifter here? Opening up at 523-pound deadlift.
How about this one?
At 130 pounds of body weight.
That's 4 times his body weight.
So he's Easy.
Now look at how fast that went up. 4 times.
So that moves Tran into first, and here comes Vang, our last attempt. Flight B on platform 1, opening deadlift attempts. It's 550 pounds.
Nice lift on 2. Let's see what they
That
say.
was Perkins. He looks in the driver's seat there.
Yeah.
He's got, it's like about a 17 kilo subtotal lead over Doc right now. And Doc took a 10 kilo jump, so it's still not enough. So we'll see if Doc takes it or saves his energy for one big last pull. Sometimes that's a strategy to use. Looks like Vang's clearly going to win this one here as the easy opener at 551.
Good. Come on, Doc, let's go.
All right. Load now for Sean Womack on.
Sean Womack, 407, platform 1. Loaded on 1.
Oh, Doc, a little dip there in the middle.
Loaded on 2.
Almost like he
Probably
lost
not
his
going to
balance a
make
little
that
bit.
one, yeah.
Well,
He's kind of had
it's gonna.
some issues with that for a few years.
So Thomas Teves, we're starting to see now on lifting cast. It'll start showing us here on third attempts what the lift will do for their placing. Meanwhile, Sean Womack was a good lift on 1. Loading Matt Arnold on platform 1. Thomas Teves is the lifter on platform 3.
Lifting raw.
His third and his final attempt.
No suit. No, lifting raw, baby. Lifting
Gino's
raw. Give him a round of applause.
stating to the audience that we have Matthew Arnold just wearing a singlet and t-shirt. So it's basically pulling raw.
Oh, way to hang in there, Matthew.
So put him in
Nice lift
fourth
for
place in the open equipped. Right side, we got Thomas here. His third and final deadlift.
He had some slide up and down on the bar at the top end. Give him a round of applause.
Thomas said slide up and down.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to finish 7th in the 74 open class.
Bronze to silver with this pull, platform 2.
So right now on platform 2, we have 3 individuals predicted placing
Yeah.
as third.
And they're
So
all,
this will be really fun.
This is Masters 2, so 50 to 59. They're all battling it out here.
Loaded, Chris. This is a silver.
Oh yeah, I'm not all
It's
looking at the
still
same categories.
Jose
Yeah.
is kind of in the driver's seat there, look like.
Thanks for clapping, Kurt.
So Mario's lift was good. Keeps him in third place in the 59 kilo class.
No lift. Give him a big round of applause.
All right, no
He's
list
got-
for Chris.
Roberto ahead of him, and then Tran again is in the driver's seat at 59.
Oh, we got some blood on the bar. This is a blood sport. We're going to get the blood off the bar. Roberto Sainz. Jose Perez, gold medal position. All right. Bar's loaded. Here he comes. He steps up to the platform. Gets in his sumo position. Oh, he's going to time out. All right, come on, let's go.
We got Perez coming out or no?
512.6.
Roberto Sainz on platform 1. The second attempt.
He's a T3 lifter. That's a real nice total for a T3 lifter.
Well, look where he's sitting right now in
Correct,
open. I mean,
yeah.
not bad. Second place.
Solid second attempt.
The lift is good.
So here comes Eric.
They cut the hands. They rip the skin off the palms of their hands so they're gnarling on the bar. They don't bandage.
So Perez did time out, I believe, or he's going to, right? Yeah, he did. He just timed out. So I think he had a big enough lead anyways in the M274s to probably secure the victory here. Yeah, he's 50 kilos ahead of McCree. That's why Jose probably just decided he didn't really need to take it.
Well, and really, you might have to go back to work on Monday, right? Like,
yeah.
Did you really need it? Does it break a record? Did you already hit a PR, or is it PR for this year? So now we got Eric setting up on 1, Carlo on 2.
So yeah, Eric jumped 20 kilos, 44-pound jump for Eric, but this still should be no problem for him.
Good lift on 2.
See those long arms, that bar locks out like right at the top of his kneecaps. Yep, Mike's staying.
Michael on 1, Michael on 2.
Looks like McCree made his.
All right, 3 whites.
Halfenbrack struggling through the middle, but should have that lift.
As a PR for Halfenbrack as well.
Good, is it?
Nice.
So that moved Mike into second place, 66 kilos. Well ahead of King by 50 kilos, but still a good almost 50 kilos behind Vang. So.
All right, Eric Phillips here on platform 3. Oh, that's a nice, easy deadlift. Yep, 3 white lights.
So
that was his
should
third.
Keep him in third place. At least temporarily. I don't know who our fourth place.
Excuse me.
Vargas. But Vargas is not jumping enough to catch Aaron. I don't think he can catch Aaron, so I think Aaron will finish in third.
Loaded, Jacob de la Paz, bronze medal position.
Chris Tran, platform 1.
4.2 times his body weight.
Over 4 times his body weight.
Phenomenal ratio.
Easy, look at that.
Man, that kid is unbelievable.
Ow, that was
It was a fast lift.
that's like cutting through butter with a hot knife. I guess nothing.
Come on, Jacob, keep pulling.
Nah.
Jacob was so close to finishing that one, not quite.
James Banks.
So that'll keep him in the junior 74 in third place.
4.1 times his body weight. 4.1. Boys, want to give me a round of applause for James Banks.
All right, James Vang.
Vang with another 4 times the body weight pull.
He's gonna roll it back. He wants to get it out of the divots. Every little bit
Attempt at it.
Come on, Jody. Let him hear you, Jody.
So he's James rolled back on the platform because he didn't want to be if there was a divot from the previous lift.
After a weekend, it may also be a little baby powder slippery or maybe a little damage to the plywood or something, but.
You mean that crushing factor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Vargas pulling at the same time on nearly on platform 2. James.
Solid lift for James.
And a bow. Good lift. Very nice. All right, so we got Sean Womack's starting third attempts on platform 1. We've got Eric Walsh up on platform 2.
Yeah, we're finishing up flight A on platform 2, but we're in our last attempts on platform 1. It's flight B, so. So Eric Walsh down here is trying to move from 4th into 3rd with this pull. Should be able to view that on Lifting Cast. It kind of gives you that information. And, oh. It's like it was starting to come out of his hand, maybe tore a callus.
That's too bad. Okay, so Austin Perkins, first place holder.
He's trying to stay ahead.
Take home 2 golds, potentially. That's a heck of a day.
So we see Doc at least already turned in strategy-wise. He missed 290 because it dipped. He turned in 300, so the question is, he may even need more than 3 if Perkins pulls this, or...
Nah, not a good lift for Sean Womack. It's too bad. Platform 1 loading for Matt Arnold. 4th place right now. And Austin is getting set up on platform 2.
This kid is something. Look at that, 290 kilos.
He might have sandbagged that one. I mean, that looked pretty nice.
That was a maybe even an opener. Definitely a second attempt. So he goes over 800 kilos in the 74 kilo class. And again, he's also a junior. So Doc here brought his attempt back. He's not even trying to go after Austin. He's just trying to lock up that second place and possibly an alternate slot for the national team going to Worlds.
We had a change. He took it down from 300 to 290. You're allowed to change your final attempts twice, as long as the bar has not been called loaded. Mario Rios.
Finishing up top here in last 5 attempts or so, and 5 or 6 attempts on platform 1. Start cleaning the bar nice. Those third attempts, so they can really hang on to that bar. And here comes Doc again, repeating his 290 to solidify second place. 74 open class.
Meanwhile, Mario's getting set up on 1. And he,
Nope, a little too much. Here goes Doc.
I
don't know.
See what they
quite
say on
finished
Doc's.
that or not. No, he didn't quite locked out there. Imagine a 2-to-1 call. He might find his coach, James Townsend, go over and potentially try to get the lift overturned from the jury. We'll see.
You see him move in that direction?
I didn't really see for sure, but...
All right, meanwhile, Mike Haffenbrack. He's got 529. Now keep in mind, Mike is 65. No, he's gassed out.
Yeah.
So now we're going to load on platform 1 for Roberto Sanz. And on platform 2, we've got Ted Longo.
Ted Longo.
Which is
Our
the start of
Masters
Flight
lifter
B.
who started with Brother Bennett.
So we got 6 deads left on platform 1.
Mm-hmm.
And we're starting on Flight B with 6 lifters.
Yep.
It's going to wrap up day 2 pretty soon.
Yeah, well. One more big day to go tomorrow. On jury duty both sessions, AM and PM.
I'm going to be a mama bear.
Oh, yeah, that's
second
right.
session.
That's right.
I got somebody special to watch.
Yes, you do.
My son.
Yes. in which he was taking his practical exam for the national
he
referee
passed.
in the morning session
Yeah,
at
he
my
passed
jury
both
table.
sections of the exam
So I
today.
think he passed,
Yeah,
as far as I know. Okay.
He did. I didn't help one bit. Not at all. Like, you just better study.
Good advice.
That'd be like
Good
mom,
motherly
right?
advice.
Yeah. Not writing out your 3x5s for you or anything. Nope.
All right,
So
here we go with Eric. Another 15-kilo jump, 551.
Good lift for John Downing. It's first place right now. Got a lot of lifting left still on platform 2. So we're over 4 times body weight here for Eric Cooperstein.
Gino's
Not a surprise
announcing
for him.
4.3. Again, Eric's 51, 52 years of age. 130-pound lifter. Multiple national, world, American record holder, assume world record holder.
Clean lift there for Jonathan on platform 2. Now loading for Eric Cordero.
Eric's from the Boston area, so he's lifting with equipped excellence.
So Cooperstein, when he gets set up, he doesn't look down at the bar. He doesn't change his body position, look at the bar.
He's just straight ahead. Oh.
No. All right.
Definitely was well within his range, but I think he just had a hard time securing that again. He's using that double overhand hook grip, but he's all on the smooth. So he's not on any knurling whatsoever. So
good lift for Eric Cordero on 2. Loading now for Levi Reed. We got Matt Teskey coming up after Levi on platform 2. Chris Tran. Looks like we're loaded for Chris on platform 1.
He was trying to go over Eric's lift by 5 pounds.
So once the bar is loaded for you, once the bar is said loaded by the chief referee, you cannot put in a change on your third. That's the hard stop. Looked easy on 2.
Look at that. It's a heck of a lift for Tran. Very nice
white
total.
lights on both. This should be your food picture.
RG.
All right, so we got Alex on 1, 255. And a good lift for Matt on 2. Loading now for Ben Rowe on 2. Alex, lock it. Good lift for Alex. Awesome. He's had a day.
Yeah.
Ben Rowe. Opening attempt 265, 584.
4.1 times his body weight.
So James Vang is our last lifter on platform 1.
Will be our winner at
601
66
or
kilos.
600.76.
He weighs about 144. He's got 600 pounds.
So 144-pound body weight and 600 pounds.
That's
This is amazing.
This was a poll James made at Junior Worlds in Poland a couple years ago that I believe got him the gold medal, at least in deadlift.
Nice lift for
And it was
Ben.
a heck of a pull. I think it was the first time he pulled 600. So it's definitely within his capabilities. Finish, James. There we go. He's back, baby. James is
Very
back.
nice. 3 whites. And that concludes
Other than
lifting.
that, those 2 squats, he's Had a nice day, 7 for 9. 735 kilo total.
So I wonder if James has ever done any breakdance on the platform. Probably.
Yeah. Okay, we're
All
finishing up now. We are done on platform 1.
Yeah.
We're on platform 2 now. They're already into almost the end of the first attempts here. Easy opener for Newt. That should lock up the 83 kilo class. It gives him an 888 kilo total off his opener.
Wow.
It's fantastic. Now we'll get to see these also big deadlifts from Alex here. Oh, again, I've seen him go 700 or more in the 74 kilo class, and remember, he's only a pound over that. So.
Come on, Alex. $694 for Alex Mayer. Lift is not good.
Alex missed that one.
He missed it?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, I remember that time he had that battle with Blake LaHoo at Junior Worlds in Poland. I think they were both missing. They both missed their first and second deadlifts.
Ooh.
And then I think they were projected at number 1 and number 2 overall, and they came through on their last deadlifts.
Nothing like sweating it out there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was stressful. Ted Longo here, now starting second attempts.
He had about the most traditional deadlift stance I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder width apart.
Classic technique.
And he's long limbed, so.
Yeah.
All right, Eric Cordero. 523.6 on the bar, 237.5 kilos. Easy. Yep.
3 wide lights. John Downing, bars loaded.
Dessert. I'd say dark chocolate, milk chocolate. It's good dessert.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of
Not
calories to watch this
there.
lifting, you know. So John Downing.
I was on a cruise last weekend in the Bahamas, and we went on a chocolate factory tour and made our own chocolate. So
wow.
I made a lot of dark chocolate last weekend.
Wow. I'm envious. Good lift for John.
From Ohio State again. Did a fabulous job of running the Collegiate Nationals recently.
So we have, what, 4 competitors in the open category?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep, looks like it.
We got Jonathan Cuvera. Teen and open categories he's in.
So it looks like Downing's in the 3rd position in the open, who had just gone here. Assume Newt Douglas has got this one in the bag. 83 kilos. Alex still needs to come back and make that opening dead he missed to register a total there. So Levi here looks like a good lift. I believe that will keep him in 4th place in the open 83 kilo class. Brings up Matt Teskey. 15 kilo jump to 262.5, so about 578. Is Masters 1 lifter. So we'll keep him in 3rd place in the M1 category.
Wisconsin coming up on the platform. I mean, Matt.
Matt, Wisconsin.
Yeah. One of the 50 plus here.
Yeah,
can't
that's
help
a
but
great
say it.
numbers.
It's
yeah.
fun. It's fun to have a lot of lifters.
I think we
here
had a
from
little
our
over
state.
200 register, so
Yeah.
you know, about quarter of the meter were from Wisconsin.
And a very nice lift for Matt. We're powered by cheese, brats.
That's what I hear. Beer.
Yep, for many. Yep, absolutely. Ben Rowe, loading now for Ben Rowe, 606 or 275 kilos.
And Ben is looks like our leader here in the M1 83 kilos. Nice 725 kilo total. Too shabby at all.
And it's 5:17. Like, we could get out of here in the light of day.
Yes.
People can get out, have
Imagine
dinner,
that.
see friends from across the country, and
Yeah, my roomie's already waiting for me in the restaurant.
I'm sure.
No.
No.
Too much for Benjamin there, but I think he probably has the divisions locked up here. All right, Alex is trying to come back on that 315.
694 pounds.
694.
And remember, it's 694. But Alex basically is a 74 kilo lifter who, not exactly sure again, either missed weight or purposely went up for some reason. I'm not sure, but he was just a half a kilo over his weight class. I think we also have a double overhand hook grip here with Alex. Let's see if he quite locked that and finish that.
Look like an opener.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So, yep, that definitely moves him into 2nd now behind Newt, but still a good over 100 kilos behind. Over 200-pound lead that Newt Douglas has in that weight class. It's incredible.
Newt holds this. He will once again out-total Wade Hooper's best 3-lift total. Once again, he will out-total
Sounds like
Wade
a
Hooper's best 3-lift
American record total then, I would assume. Will out-total the legend Wade Hooper,
Yeah.
who had won multiple world titles and I know 11 titles with USA Powerlifting.
And
He
he's
was tied
one
with
nice,
one of my,
humble guy, too.
correct, yeah. This is tied with one of my longtime lifters I coach, Irvin Gaynor, in the 114 class, who also won 11 national titles. So both those two are always at the top of the list. I don't believe this is a 12 kilo jump. Should be pretty easy for Newt. Yep.
Yeah.
Looked a little more like an opener even. So that's taken him to the magical 900 kilo total. 900.5, got that extra 370.5 from the American record squat, 370.5 that he took.
That puts us at 8 deadlifts.
Yeah. We got in the home stretch here now in the third and final attempts on platform 2, day 2 here at the USA Powerlifting Equipped National Championships. Finish it off tomorrow with, I believe, probably 93 and 105 men in the morning, and then the 120s and 120 pluses in the afternoon.
So we got Ted here. He's taking his third. He's 8 for 9 right now. Let's see if he can go 9 for 9.
9 for 9 day for Ted.
See it.
And it looks like he will be our winner in M2 at 83 kilos.
Nice.
Nice job. Lift is good.
And now Eric Cadero sitting in second place in the M1 category.
Looks like we got Alex here. It turned in 3:38, so that definitely will be an American record attempt, and I'm not so sure it would be an unofficial world record, not at 83 kilos, but maybe at 74s. So this will probably be an American record attempt here at the very end. This is Eric to finish in second place.
Well, he says.
And the M1's going quite complete, but it looks like he still stays in second place though. So as you can see flashing up here on the lift and cast screen. If they're successful, they'll stay in first, or if they're going to move from fourth to third or whatever it may be. Nice feature to point that out for you.
Gold medal position for Jonathan, T3.
Yep, he's entered both the T3 and the Open, so this would move him into first in the T3, but be third in the Open.
Ah, good lift.
Easy, solid lift there for Jonathan.
John Downing, he's up on the podium. He's up on the podium.
John's taking a 20-kilo jump here. Oh, guess we just got a red light there. Missed it? Did you already go? Guess I missed it.
Not sure.
No, you got it right. Okay. I think maybe we have some changes going on backstage, actually.
I bet there is.
So John's
now
back
we've
down
got
to a 10-kilo jump. Levi jumped. He's up 10 kilos. So I'm not sure. There's a discussion going on right now. It's the one thing that I think is a little bit challenging at these meets now is that you follow along on the software. And you commented earlier that once the bar is loaded and the chief referee calls it's loaded, you can't change it. And
but
you got the scores table. You got the scores table behind the curtain.
Yeah.
So you can't see when a coach approaches it. And I know at Collegiate Nationals, or no, it was last year's Raw Nationals, it was an issue because I followed the computer software. It said the bar was loaded, and they made a change back. But it took a lag time before they changed it, but I couldn't visually tell if they got it in time. So,
yeah, and if you're passing it from a couple people too,
yeah,
that does it. So no lift for John. That was maybe
so
2
he
inches off
will
the floor.
stay in fourth place in the Open 83s. Brings us to Levi now, who's jumping 10 kilos. Which would keep him in fifth place. He would need to add at least another 12 kilos to that. He'd have to pull 600 attempted to catch John for fourth. So it's like we may just see him stay at 260 here.
Loaded. Levi.
Yeah. We're down to our last 4 attempts for the day.
You sound excited about that.
Yeah, well, it's been a long day.
Yeah. Well, high school nationals, we started weigh-ins at 7. We went till 7.
Yeah.
All right, no lift for Levi. End of the day, gassed out there.
Levi stays in 5th. We're down to Matt, Newt, and Alex. So you got Matt, Wisconsin up next.
Yep.
And Teskey.
Yes. That's his new middle name,
There you
Wisconsin.
go, Wisconsin. W for short.
That's right. He hails out of the Appleton
Mm-hmm.
Limitless Gym.
Limitless, yeah. Quentin Myers
Meyer,
gym.
yep.
Yeah. We'll see Quentin tomorrow. He's looking for some real big numbers.
Yes, deadlift's looking good. He says
Yeah.
he feels good.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow to watch that. Quentin's a 120 kilo lifter, and see the big battle between Blaine Sumner and Joe Capolino and supers.
No.
See what Ian Bell can do. I think he's moved to 105s now, so no lift for Matt.
Nice.
So last 2 attempts. Got another 7.5 kilos. So this will take him over that magical 2,000 pound marker. It's an 83 kilo.
Isn't
There we go.
that a small car?
So
Weighs-
he is the current American record holder in the total, they said. He's just trying to add to that.
22 pounds.
So he must exceed Wade Hooper's record maybe even a couple years ago, because I don't believe he competed last year at all.
No.
Maybe at the end of the year, maybe he had to requalify for this event. But
We're quiet because we want to watch
Yes.
a good lift.
it's great to see Newt back on the platform, and really good guy.
He does locks his thumbs in, doesn't he?
Yes. Finish it, Newt. Finish.
And
Might be there. Let's see what they say on his shoulders. Yep, 3 white lights.
Just broke his own record
908
total.
kilo total. Phenomenal.
83 kilo weight class. You know why? He came in overweight by 1.
Yep, that's a 2001 total. Put him over the
Amazing.
2000 mark.
4 kilo weight class.
So Gino is announcing that he
He breaks the American record in the 74 kilo weight class and in the 83 kilo weight class. Brian Callahan, guess who he takes out?
so the announcer out here says that this pole, Alex breaks 74 kilo American record class, but yet he weighs 74.59, so he wouldn't be
Yep.
recognized for that.
Yep. Well, Gino's just announcing that this deadlift attempt will break Benamarito's record from 1995 in the deadlift. So another one of our legendary lifters, and Ray Benamarito, his brother James. It's moving. No.
No. Wow.
Good attempt for Alex.
So that concludes deadlifts, and then we're going to be showing awards next and who's on the podium.
Yep.
So it's been great working
Yeah,
with you, Greg.
Yeah, same. Tanya. So again, Greg Simmons signing off for the day. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Great night, everyone.
told. All right, hey, fellas, keep branching it out. Curve around the platform, curve around. Rob, come up here. Come up here. Everybody follow him around. Follow him around. So we got everybody shoulder to shoulder. Alex, slide over a little, fellas. Slide over a little. Let him in. Let him in. Pay attention. The boys are so much harder to work than the girls. Wow, dude, you look nice, man. Look at Alex got all dressed up. Where's the cowboy hat? All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, handing out the medals for this session. She competed yesterday and got on the podium with a bronze medal. She hails from Pennsylvania. She recently moved to Chicago, Illinois. She just passed her national practical test. She is the newest national referee for USA Powerlifting. Big round of applause handing out the medals. Ricky Hoffman. Congratulations. All right, let's start with the first category over here. Teen 1, 74 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Alex Wood. All right, Ricky, line up, protocol, photos. Give him one more round of applause. Team 2, 53 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Dawson Fornander. Flip the medal around, Ricky, on him. One more round of applause for him. Team 3, 59 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Roberto Saenz. And the next category, Team 3, 66 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Tanner Madison. Team 3, 74 kilo weight class, gold medal winner. He went 9 for 9, Josue Becerril. Team 3, 83 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Jonathan Chavira. Junior category, 66 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Darren Proctor Jr. Junior category, 74 kilo weight class, bronze medal winner, Ricky, bronze. Bronze medal winner, Jacob de la Paz. Silver medal winner, Michael Vargas. And the gold medal winner, weighing in at 72.5 kilos and totaling over 800 kilos, over 10 times his body weight total. Ladies and gentlemen, gold medal winner, Austin Perkins. Masters 1, 83 kilo weight class, bronze medal winner, Matt Teskey. Silver medal winner, Eric Cordiero. And the gold medal winner, Benjamin Rowe. Let's get some photos. Ricky, line up. Give them another round of applause. Thank you, baby. 59 kilo weight class, Masters 2, gold medal winner. A rounding ovation for Eric Kupperstein. Masters 2, 74 kilo weight class, bronze medal winner, Chris Boileau. Silver medal winner, Michael Macri. Michael Macri. Where is he, in doping? All right, we'll get him his. And the gold medal winner from Team New Jersey, Jose Perez. Masters 2, 83 kilo weight class, gold medal winner. He went 9 for 9. No wonder he trained under Brother Bennett at the temple. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Ted Longo. Masters 3, 66 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Paul Mears. Masters 3, 74 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Carlos Lewis. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you, Johnny. Is that Johnny Bear? Okay, ready? The next category, Masters 4, 66 kilo weight class, 72 years old on Monday. Big round of applause, gold medal winner, Alex Gallant. Ooh. All right, do that later. Masters 4, 74 kilo weight class with a total of 302.5 kilos, or 666 pounds. Silver medal winner, Joe Rizza. And the gold medal winner, hailing from Team New Jersey, big round of applause for Mike Rosenwald. Hi, Jamie. Give them another round of applause. Open category, 59 kilo weight class, in 4th place. Masters 2 lifter winning the 4th place position in the open category, Eric Kupperstein. Bronze medal winner, Mario Leos from Elite Iron. Silver medal winner, Science. And the gold medal winner from Team Titan, a big round of applause for Chris Tran. Photos. One more round of applause for them. All right, 66 kilo weight class, open category. Open category, 66 kilo weight class in 5th place, Ricky. Sean Womack. In 4th place, Matthew Arnold. Bronze position, elite iron, Alexander Kang. Silver medal, Team Titan, Michael Haffenbrack. And the gold medal winner, hailing from Equipped Excellence, a big round of applause for James Vang. One more round of applause to the boys. And Ricky. Open category, 74 kilo weight class. In 5th place, Carlo Melendez. In 4th place, Eric Walsh. Bronze medal elite iron, Aaron Phillips. Silver medal, totaling over 10 times his body weight from elite iron, Demario Doc Holloway. And again, with a total of 802.5 kilos in the 72 kilo weight class, gold medal winner, Austin Perkins. One more round of applause to the boys. Open category, 83 kilo weight class, 5th place, Levi Velez Reed. Fourth place, Equipped Excellence, John Downing. Bronze medal winner, Jonathan Chavira. Yes. Silver medal winner from Team Titan, totaling over 10 times his body weight, Alex Mayer. Thank you. You're looking good, Tex. And ladies and gentlemen, with a total of 908 kilos. Did that beat your previous best total? No? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, 908 kilos from Team Titan. That is 11 times his body weight in total. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Titan gold medal winner, big round of applause now for Newt Douglas! Photos. And give these boys one more round of applause. And we're gonna have the audience take one more parting round of applause out of fellas. You're all gonna turn to your left, turn to your left, turn to your left, and you're gonna come right around the front of the stage, right through here, right down here, and the audience will give them a continuous round of applause for all of our athletes. Let them hear you. Come on, keep clapping, they're almost through. All right, and we're gonna have the highlight video of the day. Whatever, whichever way you wanna go, it doesn't matter. Highlight video. Highlight video, as soon as the last guy comes off the platform, we're gonna turn on the highlight.